Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to the ArchCast for yet another week, where we do have a loaded series of topics for everyone today. Everything from transgenders in movies to a little bit of foot fetishism for Lum. Everybody's getting covered today.
Yeah.
I mean, I still stand with the stance that the transgender also applies to Lumi too. I mean, come on.
I mean, hey, I'm not the one that said that I had a dick. That was you.
That's true.
I even have the screenshot.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Thanks, Arch. Appreciate it. Listen,
Oh no,
we all
Arch
know.
didn't send it to me.
Oh. Wait, did I do it to myself?
I stand innocent.
Yeah, this time for once, Arch is innocent. It was Tori that sent it to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's just like, Lumi, what is this? I'm like, huh. I didn't know that Amalgamyte was a Fuda. That's interesting.
Listen, all VTubers are just men with voice changers. I'm just honest about it. That's all.
I see you like it. She just admitted she is trans.
I'm not trans.
He's
got
just
a dick.
a boy.
There's a difference.
There you go, chat. In case any of you were harboring any illusions, know that Mal is a fine and upstanding boy. As is the person who's being cast to play Princess Zelda as well. So, that's good.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did see some clarification on it. Apparently, there has been no confirmation from Nintendo or Sony. It's just only rumors from the PR firm he's a part of.
Lum. We're on YouTube. Legally, she's a she.
Oh.
I don't know. With that picture
no.
that you're showing right now, that just looks like a prepubescent boy.
Listen, it's the year is 2025. The corporation has decided that this is a he. Fuck. She.
Heresy's the question.
You
Fire
know,
is
with
the
how
answer.
androgynous people are these days, I mean, it really could be either or.
Kib's managed to get his channel suspended for this at one point, although he was targeting a more high-profile trans individual, so...
Was it
Also,
Finster?
how long ago was it?
A few years ago now. I can't even... It was while playing Zomboid, and Dev decided to get Gibbs' channel flagged, and he managed, so good.
Oh, sounds about right. But
Now-
as far
now
as
I
I'm
gotta
aware,
ask-
YouTube's been kind of going a bit more lax on things, but they're also known for being retroactive too, so...
Man, now I gotta ask Hibbs which tranny did he talk about that got himself suspended?
Oh, it was
Let's see.
Stephanie Sterling. I remember now.
I have never heard of that one.
Oh, Jim Sterling is the previous name, or Stardust.
Oh, okay. Jim Sterling. I know that name.
The man with the rock-hard nips and the wrestling outfit. But yeah, so the rumor was going around that this was going to be Princess Zelda, and you know what? In the current year, I believe it. Why wouldn't I?
Oh, especially with Nintendo's doubling down on their DEI practices.
Yeah, the Japanese will fold, chat.
They're
The
usually
only
about
man
five
who can
minutes
save
late
us
on
now
things.
is Harvey Weinstein.
God damn it. I feel like every ArchCast is just Harvey Weinstein propaganda at this point.
God save and protect Harvey Weinstein.
I'm surprised he hasn't made any propaganda Photoshop edits yet.
Spare him, oh Jesus, from the slings and arrows unjustly directed in here towards him. He did nothing wrong.
How much are you getting paid off, Arch?
I don't even need to
fact
get
that I
paid.
can't- It's like the absolute fact that I can't even disagree with Arch with this. Because we had some of the hottest fucking actors in Hollywood and everything like that. When this man was just wandering around free as he's doing as he will. And now just everyone looks like fucking fat fucks.
Yep.
in trans.
Savior of the movie industry right here.
So
Think of the-
objectively, he is not wrong.
Think of the countless individuals who owe their lives, careers, and mansions to this man.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey Weinstein. He's been unjustly martyred for the sin of making sure attractive women got to benefit from their looks.
All for the price of sex
Yeah, well,
and coming implants.
allegedly.
I mean, hey, at least the alleged sex what is more valuable than the $3 OnlyFans holes that you can look at.
Listen, women come to him and go like, hello, I would like to sell my body professionally. What assumption is he supposed to reach from that? Oh, Harvey. We must rescue him
Yeah,
from
unfortunately,
prison.
I've come around to this position too. Especially once I saw like an edit of like old actresses versus like the new actresses these days, and I'm just like, fuck, Arch is actually right on this. God damn it.
It always sucks when we have to say Arch is right about something because his ego inflates a bit more again, and then he gets cocky.
I already call him a pompous bastard because he basically is one.
He is a little pompous bastard. But then I have to remember, okay, I need to get Savvy back on, and we got to knock him down a couple pegs again.
Remember that to you two, I am Harvey Weinstein.
No, you're not.
I am. I've created both of you. Figments of
No.
my imagination.
Did you come into a plant?
And
Lum
that's
Lum
how
had like
Amalgamyte
100
was
subscribers when I found Lum Lum. Now she's a superstar. I am your Harvey Weinstein.
Wouldn't say superstar, but again, I am grateful that you just bumbled upon my stream. It's like, hey, look, a fish.
At least Lumi has the good graces to understand when a favor has been done. But the women around Harvey? Traitorous whores.
It's because they got too uppity.
Yep. That's the problem. He treated them like women. He gave them options and stuff like, yeah, I could give you a role in your movie, but you'll have to do something for me. He should have just taken off his belt buckle like any decent human being and put them in their place, and we wouldn't be suffering through this now.
They probably would enjoy it too.
Harvey Weinstein's greatest sin was his inability to put women in their place. And we are all suffering for it.
Trick or treat.
I mean,
Smell your feet.
it's kind of hard to put women in their place when you're that rotund.
Not necessarily. He could just pin them down. What are they going to do? Show him off?
I mean, he has to catch them first so they can outrun him, even in heels.
Lock the doors. It's a small room. He's a big man.
Or it's like, wanna know what he should have done? Like, in whatever meeting room that he has with them, should have had, like, those little, like, knockout gas things where it's like, oh, you're getting a little too uppity. Press the button, gas starts coming out. He puts on a mask.
That would be an excellent supervillain thing for him to do.
I think he'd be so much cooler if he actually did that.
You don't understand. This was an offer you can't refuse. Click. Psh.
Trick or treat.
And then I think just at the sound of that, Amalgamyte's just like, oh, maybe this is my dream, man. I'm sorry, JT. I can't have a crush on you anymore. Mr. Harvey Weinstein, you're just my type. Amalgamyte 2025.
I hate the fact that you knew the whole entire time. I was thinking, man, that actually sounds kind of hot.
See?
Am I that obvious?
Yes.
Now, the real pressing
Vara,
question
Bye, guys.
hello. How are you doing, Vara, my sweet baby?
is, did Harvey Weinstein fuck Kevin Smith?
Probably not.
You sure? I mean, because he too had no career before Weinstein. I'm just saying.
I
He probably got
think
passed around by the different. Oh, sorry.
No, I think he had to not be looking at Kevin Smith's face. Probably had him wear a skirt, have his
Oh.
upper body covered, and it's like, okay, well,
Yes.
I don't want to look at him.
Have him wear a
That's about
skirt and a bikini, and I would just prance around for him. Now dance, monkey. And hello, Vara. I'm
Yeah,
sorry you have to
monkey
hear
dance.
this.
We gotta have Vara back on.
We do. I genuinely owe her because we had a great episode and then Trump got shot and I had to do like a special on that. And the entire episode got renamed.
I was
and I'm
so
upset.
mad. I was so fucking angry that I was out and unavailable that day because I wanted to hang out with Vara and then fucking Trump got shot. And I'm like, why do I have to be at the hospital right now?
Yeah, it's true.
Ugh. Couldn't you have waited like 3 days for me to get back home to get shot at? God.
The chat brings up an excellent point. That's why he's Silent Bob, because he bit the pillow. That would explain a lot. That would explain why he fucking hates everything masculine so much. There's a solution. There's an answer to a riddle that has long haunted us. But from one not at all sexual deviant saint to another sexual deviant. We as conservatives have to occasionally purge our ranks, it seems. And today, that must happen yet again. I don't know if you remember, Glenn Greenwald. He was quite popular for a while ago. I think he was the guy who revealed Edward Snowden's the NSA files. What was that, like 2005, 6, something like that? Ages ago now. But he established himself as more of a conservative individual over the years. And he has had... Well, you know what? I'm just going to go down here and I'm just going to ask Lumi to kindly read this part.
Oh. No! No. I'm not. I refuse. Fuck you, Arch. I just look at the sentence, I see one word, I'm like, no. You read.
What's wrong, Lum Lum?
I'm not reading. No, I'm not reading that sentence.
What's wrong?
No.
It's just a descriptor, Lum Lum. I don't see the problem.
No!
It totally will
I
be
know
flipped
why
out of
you want me to
context.
read it, you little shit. You read it yourself.
Such an obstinate child. But yes, so
Oh, you won't even fucking read it, you shit.
I don't want to read it either. But yeah, a video apparently leaked, which in the video, which went viral after Greenwald's X account appeared to repost it from a financial domination user named Master Faraz. Greenwald could be seen kissing a man's foot whilst wearing a skirt before sending him $2,000 on PayPal and showing the camera the receipt. Both the video and Master Faraz's account have since been deleted.
I mean, $2,000, but ugh.
Oh, mind you, it was Greenwald sending him the $2,000.
You
Think
know,
of
he's
it, Lum
as
Lum.
big and famous as, because I recognize the name, but I don't really recognize him. But like, you think if you're that big and you have connections, do you really need to pay an escort to do this stuff?
Well,
Like, surely you can just find people.
fine. Well, that's the thing. This is a very peculiar fetish, you see. Let me see if Google is here we go. Google is indeed capable of perfect. All right, that's a bit of a naughty picture, but we can ignore that. Findom. Findom is the original financial domination fetish community where pay pigs, that's what Lum Lum calls her audience, the evil whore.
Oh, I do not.
I have it recorded. I have evidence. Don't defend yourself.
Oh my god.
Meet and worship their mistresses.
It's like that entire first sentence is just girlfriend experience VTubers to the T.
Sort of, except here the explicit point of the fetish is to pay someone. So
Yeah, that's what girlfriend experience VTubers get. Do you know how much fucking money they make just for putting on the "oh, I'm your girlfriend" act during videos that they will do private commissions and shit for videos, voice clips, shit like that?
Oh, I know, but again, this isn't the girlfriend experience. This is actually getting turned on by the idea of simply being used for your wallet. There's no pretense here.
Olum, how dare you? I have never called any of you guys pay pigs. God.
I have it on audio. I clipped it from your fucking Red Dead Redemption stream.
Huh?
Yep.
When the fuck did I... Now I gotta go back and look
This
at
was
my
when Lum
Reddit.
Lum first started getting donations. He's like, "What should I call you?" And then like smiles, "Hey pig."
Oh, I did not! Oh, I did not, you little shit. I remember that. I did not.
I shall have.
I
Boot
said I
clip
would not
this into
call
a
you
song.
guys pay pigs. That's mean.
What is financial domination of Findom? Question mark. Financial domination Findom, or wallet rape, as it is sometimes called.
Wallet rape. That I have never heard of it like that. Now I just gotta tell every single company that I have to pay my monthly bills to. Why are you raping my wallet? I didn't consent to it.
Well, the problem here, though, is that Glenn then put out a statement stating that he did consent to this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's kind of no way to go about it when it's a video of him doing what he did. 'Cause I did see a portion of the video, and I was like, I don't want to see this degenerate shit. I'm not, not the old
Fire
gay
is the
men.
answer.
And it's just like, it's. I mean, I know AI videos are definitely getting better these days, but it's very clearly a real video of him. There's really no way to go around this. We're gonna lie, say it wasn't you. It's pretty obviously him.
Oh, I would lie. That would be my. Listen. If there was a video of me in a skirt licking a dude's toes, I would lie vehemently, aggressively, insistently, and repeatedly till the day I kill myself. But that was not Glenn's strategy. Instead, he stated, though we do not yet know exactly who is responsible, we are close to knowing, and the motive was a malicious political one. And I mean, that is true. I imagine it was malicious.
You ignorant
As for the
slut.
content of the video, I have no embarrassment or regret about them. The video depicts consenting adults engaging in intimate actions in their private lives. They all display full consensual behavior, harming nobody. The problem
You
is,
know, I imagine Lumi making this statement when her feet licking videos come out.
Oh god. In a few more years.
A few
What,
more
are you
years, but the
waiting
race
for
is
Boob
going.
to master AI videos?
The problem is, though, I don't think consent is the is the main problem point in all of this.
I mean, he could say that he was like blackballed and he was gonna like, you know, because he found some crazy thing happening, and so then he had to do the doing stuff while wearing a skirt. So he could make that lie up if he really wanted to.
It
but
would
he
probably be
didn't.
better if he said he'd been forced into it. That would probably be better
Yeah,
for his
honestly.
image.
Yeah, be like, yeah, I found some good stuff on the certain country, a certain country in the Middle East, and you know they made me do this, and they used it as blackmail, and it got out.
Yeah, but then it has to turn into a whole official investigation, and then if it's found that he's lying, then that's just a whole nother can of worms.
True,
don't
but it makes
know.
him save face for about 6 more months.
I think lying would be the correct choice of action here. And the
No, I am
reason why this
curious.
is even a thing is because, yes, no, I'm very much so on board with the idea that you do what you want in the privacy of your own home, etc. Just preferably don't film it. When shit like this happens, please. But this is also an individual who has put himself on the conservative side, on the MAGA side, and then this comes out. It just looks incredibly bad. Incredibly fucking bad.
I mean, at
I
this
mean,
point, you just have to assume everybody has a sex tape. It's just a matter of when it's going to come out.
Stares suspiciously at Lumi.
No.
Maybe that's okay. That's
mean,
why he's okay with the self-cess, because she's going to be trying to make that herself.
No. But also, Arch, with the exes that you've had, I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of them tried to film.
See, I am hyper aware of anything I do potentially becoming public. And I'm just very happy by the fact that even my most extreme fetish at this point seems fucking milquetoast by comparison. Even if some heinous shit were to leak years and years further, I could just at least say yes. But I wasn't on my knees licking a man's feet whilst wearing a skirt, now was I?
So what's the extreme fetish, Arch? You know, might as well spill the beans now.
Mal. That's not something
What?
for
I mean-
polite company.
I mean, if you're already worried about it leaking in a few years, you might as well just accept it now. Just be like, just get it in advance.
It's just like I've accepted that I'll probably be DSP one day. I'll forget to turn off my camera and just start jerking off. Like, I've accepted that that's the worst thing that can happen. And so it's probably going to happen. But that doesn't mean
No.
I'm going to speed up that day.
The day that happens is going to be a horrifying day. I can already see my Discord, my Twitter DMs just being flooded with, "Oh my god, did he see what Arch did? Lum, explain this. Why would Arch do this?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm not his fucking keeper.
Analyze,
Will we be
Lum.
able to see anything anyways?
Yes.
Oh, the Arch is on. Beating the dwarven mushroom.
I think maybe that was the worst part of the DSP thing, that you couldn't really see anything. You know?
I'm happy nobody could see anything.
Yeah, but if the dude was just, like, fucking hung, at least then he could walk it off, kinda, you know?
Didn't that happen to some celebrity that had a sex tape leaked like years ago? Where like everybody was talking about how big his dick was?
I can't remember this.
It was some celebrity that got their sex tape leaked, and I think it was like, I don't know, maybe Drake or something. Oh, it was one of the blacks. One of them.
I think all of them had at least one leak.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, once again, when you're that big and that famous, typically there is some sort of sex tape leak eventually, just a matter of what. In this case, it just proves that the gays are degenerate. And it's like, oh, imagine my shock.
Here we go. Like, imagine if this was
Ignorance
DSP. 13.5 inches and 8 inches wide.
Ugh.
What the fuck?
See, at that point, at least, DSP wouldn't be upset, you know? It wouldn't really be a problem anymore. But, unfortunately, it was not to be. British man, by the way, so the world's largest penis belongs to a white guy. Haha. Take that.
Well, I mean, Asians have stereotypically small penises, so it's not that surprising.
And yes, chat, 8 inches wide, which,
Wait, how's it possible?
I don't know. Maybe he ritualistically flattens it with a hammer occasionally.
The human body is weird. It's like how you can ask how can the world's tallest man be what is he, like 9 feet tall?
My God, that's 20 centimeters. So this is the width of his penis.
That's not possible. No way. No fucking way. You can't do anything with that thing.
Well, you could kill someone with it.
Again, the human body is weird. It's like, what was it? Because I think this dude was part of Guinness Book of World Records, so it's been documented.
Yeah, there you go. You could unironically beat someone to death with that.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
It's got to be circumference.
Circumference?
Yeah,
I mean, that sounds more sensible, yes.
Yes,
But-
8 inches circumference.
But 8 inches wide, they wrote. Width.
I think most people use wide instead of circumference because some people be like, what does circumference mean?
I suppose.
Okay,
Still.
but that's still insane.
Jet brings up a good point. Are we sure it's not a tumor? No, we're not.
And then
Again, the
13 and a
human
half
body
inches
is
long.
fucking weird.
See, there is such a thing as too much, chat. It's real. There is such a thing as too much.
You got a 50, by the way.
I did, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, now that we've talked about the world's largest penis, we can move on to the topic of how the King of England fucked Canada. But first,
I don't know how he managed to fuck an entire country in just one little spot, but okay.
Sujad, for 50 euros. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to remind everyone of how the monkeypox started appearing on children and dogs. Papers claimed it could be transmitted through non-sexual contact, and then it came that it wasn't. It was then memory hold. Dev not being here award. That's hiccups. True, I remember that. Monkeypox was everywhere for about 5 minutes, and then it came out that it was primarily transmitted via gay orgies, and then we shut up about it.
Yeah, trying to make it like a whole new COVID thing because COVID was starting to die down, and with the whole scare with it, and then I just feel like it was just the gays. It's just like, oh, AIDS 2.0, cool.
It got upgraded.
But at least I don't think monkeypox actually kills you; it just gives you those like disgusting lumps.
Lumps and bumps. I might as well a couple more of these whilst I'm at it. Lord of the Possums asked Lumi, which 40k faction is your favorite? You're still preoccupied with the penis.
No, what the fuck?
Too big for her mind to handle.
Disgusting.
Literal mindfuck.
Honestly, I would have to say Blood Angels. I like them the most.
Ah, very basic bitch of you, but I appreciate it.
It is basic bitch, but the Blood Angels are cool.
They are. Case, Late and Dev. Listen, we're getting to that. Ooh, Late and Canadian. There's no Canada anymore. You can't say that anymore. Tigerfish, Footfish, Best Fish. We really should all come together and buy, like, Lumi an aquarium of those little doctor fish that like eating feet.
One, I think that'd be expensive, and two, just put that money towards my vacation to Washington State because we're gonna go visit family stuff.
I take no pleasure from you going on vacation, but I would find it mildly funny to know that you own a tank full of doctor
Trick
fish.
or treat.
I mean,
Smell your
hey.
feet.
There could be some advantage because I'm going to Washington State. There's plenty of people watching to do.
Adoman, hi Lum, who trick or
ignorant
treats to
slut.
smell feet? Lum does.
Shut up.
Krieger, I rewatched the video about you teaching Larry about Skaven. His illiteracy still offends me. Punish him. Punish Larry more.
I may be illiterate. Yeah, that's about it. I am
Now
illiterate.
listen, he learned to read in German. It's a very different language. Ratmaster Packlord, I'm doing my part for Alien Isolation. Arch, ever thought of doing theory crafting on Warhammer? Such as what if the Emperor's plan worked? How would 40k look? I think you would have a unique perspective. Maybe. Not ruling it out. In fact, I am planning to do more theory crafting in the future, but on a wider basis.
Oh, Arch, that reminds me. Pontius already has the idea for his next video laid out. He's theory crafting the true origins of the Emperor. And I was thinking after his video is released,
I have lost.
me, you, and him can just sit, watch it. You two can yap while I nod along and learn more things.
Oh, very passive of you.
I mean, I don't have much to
Fire is the
contribute
answer.
besides, learning things, or, yeah, I remember hearing about that. What am I supposed to say? Oh no, he came from a space rocket and just kind of popped out. You ignorant slut.
Midrael saw a weird game, Psycho Giantess Dating Sim. We should force Arch to play it. Well, you can try, but will you succeed? Lumi loves feet. 1. Hello Lum, hail Arch, high rest. Recently, Lumi admitted that she has set off multiple car alarms with her thick thighs and rear. So chat, if you too hear a car alarm randomly go off, be assured the foot fairy will pay you a visit that night to lick your toes clean. Keep them dirty. So your ass is about the same width as a reversing car.
No! It's like,
Oh
you know
my
when cars park too close together because one person absolutely sucks at parking?
Mhm.
And then it's like, I need to get through there. That type of thing.
But you're physically too large to fit between two automobiles.
Not... my entire being is not too big to fit between it, just my butt.
Just your ass.
Big booty Latina at your service.
Yes.
Sorry, Latinx. Didn't mean to misgender.
Shut the fuck up. It's like only two people have seen what one of my thighs look like because I was showing my tattoo. And that's Honey, because she was showing me her tattoos and I was showing my tattoos. No, I'm not fat. Again, I would kill myself before I got fat. It's like I had the exact same mindset as my middle sister. If I get fat, I instantaneously jump off of a building. Those are injections.
So any art for the self-cess Larry X Lumi, I think the Lumi should be the first photo that he showed. I think that'd be perfect.
75% ass. Well, Lumi, I hope you don't set off too many more car alarms. We might start asking questions. Tim France been on for 8 months. Hail the bridge. God blessed be the taco fish. And hello, Amal.
Buongiorno.
Rika, this Larry's fetish being gassed in a room and a man having his way with her.
I mean, non-con is fun. You know, and being inebriated too. Yeah.
See, I keep on telling people this is a normal woman fetish, and nobody believes me. Until the woman actually admit it
Trick or
themselves.
treat. Can I smell your feet?
That's the
And
next
again,
one.
This-
Instead of gas,
ahead.
Dr. Evil Flame Room. Meeting room. But you can't set fire to them now.
That'll make
Counterproductive.
them look. That would just make them look like Freddy Krueger.
And fuck Jupiter. Harvey's a good boy whose only crime was being fat.
Trick or
True.
treat. Can I smell your feet?
Boog, come on, Larry, read it. I have the recorder ready. Tick tick boom, Greenwald is in no way a conservative. He's a shitlib, but has the courage of his convictions, unlike the vast majority of the left. Of his convictions, indeed. And Gold Digger, cock, says Mr. Personality. But which one of them? Speaking of gold diggers, King Charles. So, it is my great displeasure to inform everyone that the Queen is indeed dead. Or maybe she's simply just retired out of the public eye, who knows? And her long-ignored bastard child has decided to take up the family business of humiliating the British race. A task that he is far more fervently dedicated to than his late mother, unfortunately for everyone. And he recently managed to sit on the throne of Canada, as he is actually the king of Canada, the technical head of state. And he declared that, quote, I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered on the unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabeg people. So, Canada is not a nation anymore. Canada's gone. It's now Anishinaabeg. It's owned by the native Indians. And I would urge everyone to treat the Canadian people, who are now refugees in their own non-existent land, to treat them with a degree of humility and, you know, human kindness. Yes, more so than the Indians.
Now they cook themselves.
Well, all I'm saying is, if you find a cold, starving dev in your backyard, grazing on your bushes, treat him in the same way that all Fallout games have treated Canadians, and put him out of his misery.
But I mean, would this give us America more reason to actually take over Canada? Because like, if Canada doesn't actually exist anymore and is unconquered territory, because we know that the Indians with the feathers are not actually going to be able to defend themselves. They learned the hard way multiple times. I mean, this gives this Trump probably give more validity to actually go take over Canada then, because Canada doesn't own it.
I will not hear any of this racism from you, Mel. Yes, true, the unshiggy whatever the fucks may never have even invented the wheel, or, you know, animal labor. They might barely have figured out fire, but that does not mean they are not the rightful sovereigns of what was once Canada. And I find your notion of aggressing upon them to be very distasteful.
I don't know. I honestly think we should emulate this one specific thing from the movie Meet the Robinsons. Canada is going to be North Montana.
I feel bad for Montana. Doesn't deserve it.
Trick or treat. Can
North
I smell your feet?
Missouri? Is that a state? I'm not sure anymore.
Missouri is like, you know, a little further south. Sure, it's in the Midwest, but it's like in the middle of the West.
You ignorant slut.
Not to mention, okay, listen. The Algonquins have a long and proud history. They have a cultural center where they show off such groundbreaking inventions as the tent.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I don't see why we must put these poor
Heresy's
people
the
down.
question. Fire is the answer.
I'm trying to control my racism. It's not my stream. Oh.
Oh, and the canoe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's not bad. Boat floats. That's not bad.
Better than what Africans were doing.
Yeah, no, unironically, yeah.
No, I watched a video the other day from this like commie who was talking about how Europeans had more advantage when it came to the ocean over their Africa because of the coastline. It's just like
make boats.
It's just like looking at the entire continent of Africa with 3/4 of it surrounded by water, and you're telling me that Africa doesn't have the advantage when it comes to the coastline they head to the Americas?
I mean, a Norwegian man actually proved that it is possible that they could cross over from Africa to America. Because that's what Norwegians do. We prove to other people that you can go out and explore.
Trick or treat.
But then the
Can I
Norwegians
sell
don't go out
your
and
feet?
explore because
We
they
did!
like their little...
We found your shithole nation. We
No,
found
I'm
that.
talking about now. I'm talking about now.
We still do. Okay, listen. Have you not heard the tale of the Kon-Tiki?
No,
Oh, god.
educate me.
Fucking savages. So,
You know, for the longest time, I completely forgot Norway was a real place until I met you. I'm like, oh yeah, Norway is a real place.
you owe everything to us. There was a man, Thor Heyerdahl, who was legitimately batshit insane. And very, very, very bored with his life in general. So he decided to build various tiny little dumbass ships out of materials that were available to local populaces, wood, straws, etc., and find out if you could sail across the ocean, whether or not, like, people from Hawaii could have sailed to America, whether people from Africa could have sailed to America, etc. And that's pretty much just all he did. And he proved that, yes, if you put a white man to it, you can do all of these things. It is possible. It was a valuable lesson.
I like the boat. It looks...
He even has a movie about it.
Wow.
I mean, it does look quite cozy. It's like
Movie
its own
poster.
like first cruise ship.
They had sharks and stuff.
Is the movie any good? Or is it just Norwegian propaganda?
I don't know if it's good, but it does paint my country in a decent light, so I like that. But we actually know, here we go. Oh, see? They had boats. We have that. Ottawa is built on unceded Algonquin Anishinaabeg territory. And the people of the Algonquin Anishinaabeg nation have lived on the territory for millennia. Millennia, even. The city of Ottawa honors the people and the land of the Algonquin Anishinaabeg nation. So I want to point out, too, this is not the first time that Canada has ceded this territory back to the natives. King Charles now making it official that, as far as the British state is concerned, Canada no longer exists. That's just the final step, right? So we need to all stop using the word Canada. Canada is not a country anymore. It's not a place. It doesn't exist. I don't know if these people have a word for what was before Canada. I don't think they ever thought of one, which is why they just call it the nation of the Indian people.
Man, so it's just everyone who lives up in not Canada now, just part of the Indian nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
See.
take some of the Indian reservations here in America and then move them that way. They can, you're all feathers in my eyes, so therefore you can all assimilate and get along, because that's totally how that works.
Hold on.
And we don't have to worry about them
I
here
gotta-
in America.
Gotta message a couple Canadians that I know. Congratulations, you are now Indian, apparently.
The funny thing is with Canada is a dot or feather. They might not actually know the difference.
Now, this does raise potentially an interesting question, though, because if Canada no longer exists, but the Algonquins don't have the capacity to govern themselves, which somehow I doubt they do, that would mean that all of that territory is just terra null, unowned territory. So technically, anyone could go up there and claim their plot of land.
So,
Hmm.
how long till raids, pillaging, and master rape starts happening again?
A week.
Oh, that's a little too generous. And also,
Well,
maybe since they want to go back to the old ways, cut the internet too, electricity. It'll speed up the process of savagery.
that's true. Because I probably give them at least 1 or 2 days to pretend like they're actually something worthwhile, and they can actually be independent. But by the time the third day rolls around, I'm assuming some people are gonna be probably pretty hungry. And yeah, by the end of the week it'll probably be disaster. Like a zombie apocalypse.
It's like this is how we're gonna have it work. We're gonna have to build a wall around the perimeter of not Canada. We're gonna have to mount some cameras in like trees, the wall, just have constant monitoring because this is gonna be like live entertainment. Everyone loves live. Cut the power, cut the internet, cut everything that is shit that the white man made, and then just watch things go from there.
Personally, I think this should be a call to a second colonial period. Because America has clearly begun losing its way as well. When homosexual Findom is an actual fetish that exists and people are capable of having without shame, clearly there is need for a period of extended hardship. Perhaps this would
Who
be
are
an
you
answer
advocating
to
for the
the prison population.
True. I mean, that's what I was kind of saying earlier. I mean, Trump already wants to make Canada the 51st state, which I'm not actually for. I don't really need a California that's 4 times the size of itself to be voting in our elections. I might let Alberta in as a pass. Might. But then again, if we can actually dominate them and bring back slavery, I see this pretty based.
Well, obviously, Canada wouldn't be a state. I mean, it's a lawless land ruled over by savage redskins. It would be a territory, at most.
Hmm.
What's the name? Like, there's... What's the name of that silly little
Service
island
guaranteed
that America owns
citizenship.
that's not a state, but like a territory?
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Puerto Rico?
It's a
Ignorance
territory.
a lot.
It's not Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
No.
I mean, there's
I-
other ones too, but Puerto Rico's the more popular one.
I refuse to believe this.
I mean, if Puerto Rico wasn't American territory, I think it would be quite empty now, or at least struggling really fucking hard.
It'd be like Haiti.
Or Guam. Yeah, Guam's another one.
Territories of the United States. Let's see. Puerto Rico,
Harrison,
Virgin
question.
Islands, Navajo
Fire is the
Islands,
answer.
Jarvis Island, Baker Island. You have several of these, apparently. And Guam.
I only knew about like 3 of them.
Wait, Guam? Does that mean that Blabs is not an American citizen?
I mean, technically, the American territories do cast their vote shit during the DNC-RNC.
American
Trick or
Samoa.
Can I smell your feet?
But now, of course, not Canada should be added to that list. Or even better yet, we really should divide Canada. Like, listen, first and foremost, Vinland must go back to Norway, as we were the ones who settled it initially, so that's obviously ours. The French can have a piece, like the Quebecoians are always saying that they want independence, so we should give that to France. England should probably have something, just because it's been, taking care of them for so long. And I feel like we should give Germany a piece, just so as to not, get them Jealous?
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like they're too cocked at this point to really care. They got too much, German guilt to really try to do any imperialistic nonsense beyond the EU.
Yeah, but they also have a lot of immigrants now that they need to get rid of. So,
Well, they're not getting rid of them. They're assimilating them with trucks of peace.
but they could be assimilated into the Canadian territory of Greater Germany.
Trick
But
or
that's no. I
treat.
mean, I guess
Can I
spread the
smell
love,
your feet?
spread the peace. I should probably say. I get. We can. They can. Some can stay in Germany. The others can stay in Canada. And just Hey, okay. You're selling me on this. Yeah, I can see
Service
this.
guarantees citizenship.
Oh, hi, Dry Bread. Did you know that Canada no longer exists and you are now Indians? Congratulations.
Well, he's not an Indian, because only the Indians are Indians. He's an illegal occupant now, and/or refugee.
Well, Dry Bread, you get to come down to the United States since you're now an illegal occupier of not Canada.
Yep.
Then we can deport him to Mexico because that's where all the illegal immigrants come from.
Yeah, but the problem is the Canadians would eventually just, take that over as well, like they did the Native American land on the Native Canadian land at this point. What do we even call them? Natives? I don't know anymore.
Fuck if I know.
I mean, I don't really want to call them natives because that implies something that I don't really believe in. Can't call them Indians because then they get confused with the dot ones. So I guess the reservationists, maybe? No, that sounds, I don't know.
Dry Bread says, I sing Land
Trick or
Land of the
treat.
Silver
Can I
Birch on the
smell your
daily. I'm
feet?
already Indian.
Yes, that would just mean that they'd eventually surrender the Mexican lands back to the Mexicans too. Yeah, I see no good solution to this conundrum beyond potentially an ethnic cleansing of the Canadians. Oh well, it won't bother King Charles too much because he's going back home, of course. So, shrug, I guess. It was nice knowing Canada whilst it still existed, I suppose. And hey, now no one will need to complain about Dev anymore because he's not real. He's a figment of your collective imagination.
He's everyone's imaginary friend.
Although we
Or
have
enemy.
to offer shelter and refuge to Rima, at least. She is also now a person of no nation.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to shelter Rima. She can become a Norwegian.
Well, we'll have to break the news of not Canada being not Canada.
Take the Rima,
Did you
reject
drop
the Dev.
something? Your mic is acting up, Arch. I guess your mic is acting up on to YouTube side.
No. Chat is merely making lying noises, as chat does. Draft Dev? To fight against whom? His Native American overlords? Ooh, it would actually be kind of funny if the Indians would draft the Canadians and send them to Ukraine. That would be funny. I would enjoy that.
With how many have the Ukrainian flags, that actually makes a lot of sense. They can assimilate there.
Kind of reverse colonization.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of colonization, we do have another one coming up. But first, a few more super chats. Most next anyone, all Arch's Lum evidence is deepfakes, unless it's Dev. Dev deepfakes himself. While you're hating Lum, what is your thoughts on Texas's
Trick or treat.
anime
Can
ban?
I smell your
Oh yeah,
feet?
that became law, didn't it?
I didn't look into it too much, but from what I've seen, it's a lot of fear mongering. I'm gonna look into it a bit more. I think Akko and Ava went into it a bit. I don't know. it's like it's one of those things where nothing's gonna happen. Nothing ever happens. It's like it's not enshrined in law. They're just passing it to the Senate or whatever higher level bullshit that there is for it. Governor hasn't signed it yet. Yeah.
What was it? Because I think it was.
Oh, and it's not an anime ban.
Here I go. What was it? Ah, yes. A bill that will make it illegal to possess, share, or create obscene visual material depicting children, even if it is drawn or AI generated images. So
They are what they're trying to do, and again, we have talked about this before. They are trying to bring back to the Protect Act from 2003. It's not going to go through.
yes, and see, the problem is the definition of children and obscene acts as gushing of a magical girl, technically children.
Based anime.
But the thing is, of course, nobody views this as kids. This is... I cannot imagine anyone views this as kids. It's just Japan. Japan is weird like this. It's one of the Japanese things where they go like, oh yes, these 14-year-olds, they dress up in magical girl outfits and fight Satan. It's one of their little cultural retardations.
It's like it's not going to go through. They already tried this before. Try it again. Nothing's going to happen.
I don't know. There's a lot of boomers in government. I'm a pinch worried about it. But hey, if Texas wants to ban anime, that's Texas's problem, I suppose.
Natural Girl Rising is another good show. It's okay.
Larry was the man Greenwald kissed.
No.
Larry. Nightmare. Shall I train an AI on Larry's voice arch? Yes. We'll have it just repeat entire Lumi streams and edit it in on top and then release it as the actual product. So on the lich, Lum would not go that low. She is more of a feet tuber, but no Findom. Stop the fish slander. Krieger, I'm waiting for Archer's horse and or Oedipus video to come out. So, Boog, you take commissions? No. Too Mexican.
Texas hasn't watched Redo of Healer. Redo of Healer is nothing. That ain't shit.
I liked it when it was about the whole vengeance thing, but then it turned into just a generic harem anime, and I was upset.
Oh, I know. I love the revenge angle, but it finished too quickly. They should have just dragged that specific part out for the entire thing.
I heard it has rape, so I've been told I need to watch it, but haven't gone that far.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Well, what do you do every day? There's so much entertainment you need to consume, and you don't.
Well, I mean, if I have, well, my thing is, I prefer playing video games over watching like TV shows and movies. And so if I have the time to binge watch something or watch a movie, then I have the time to play a game, and then I choose the game because it's an interactive TV show / movie because I like my RPGs.
Not good enough. TV shows are shorter. Watch them. Hurry.
But I like to binge watch. So like, I sit down and just watch a ton of episodes.
You've wasted like 20 years of existence. You gotta catch up.
But it's just like in terms of like modern day anime and the absolute state of fandom culture, it's definitely gonna be a topic that I talk about on stream a lot because I've been in fandom and enjoying anime since like 2000
Service
2007.
guarantees
I've
citizenship.
been around for a while in terms of that. And watching it devolve into what it is now, heck, there's people who like there are groups of people who absolutely hated each other back in the day that are just like, okay, why are people turning our spaces into absolute fucking shit piles? Because there's just witch hunting now for just like enjoying certain characters, witch hunting, doxing, and all this other shit for people liking Lolly or Shota. Which, like, why are you losers doing that type of shit?
Well, it's mostly the post-COVID fucking anime fans that are the issue. Like,
Oh yeah,
been stuck
it's like
home all day.
it's like COVID is one reason, but the thing that started all of it was the Tumblr porn ban.
Oh, true. Because even back in the day when I was on Tumblr, it really wasn't that bad. Like, I mean, I definitely hung out in like the political and also the anime circles within Tumblr. But like, other than the constant like shipping that they did with every single character under the sun, um, there really wasn't that many calls about, objectifying and stuff like that, which you would kind of imagine from Tumblr. It really didn't come out until Tumblr left the containment zone, especially.
Well, it's like when it comes to Tumblr and everything, people obviously tagged all of their work. So people would avoid tags that they don't like. Everyone
Mhm.
kept to their own circles. But since every other website does not have a tagging system besides Archive of Our Own, it's just kind of throwing everything out there. And then with COVID happening, these niche little circles started being seen by more people. And then the normie audience starts judging those people and like, oh, this is so fucking weird. Look at these fucking freaks looking at this. And then it's just been downhill from.
The normies ruined anime.
Yes, they did. It's probably going to be like a multi-hour stream. I'm probably going to do. Heck, I might talk about it with Savvy on the Lumi cast because she's been she's been in similar circles that I've been in terms of fandom and everything.
Oh no, not to get ahead of the super chats, but Boog said a Homestuck ended and they went on the anime, and that couldn't have been more true.
We used to have
Because
quality entertainment, like Girls Bravo and stuff. Then it all went to shit.
well, the thing about the whole Homestuck going on ended and when you go on the anime thing is because like okay, I used to be a huge part of the Homestuck fandom myself, and as it grew, the author of it started reaching out to actual fan artists and used their art styles in the comic. And a lot of them did have a more anime art style with the overlap. And so that also, and he also was a fan of anime himself. And so with how essentially, for lack of a better term for modern day woke, Homestuck actually was, it helped basically blend the two of them together between the anime subculture within Tumblr plus the Homestuck subculture of Tumblr. And it just, oh my god. And Homestuck ended, and it's just people just basically essentially moved on to anime because it had a similar art style, similar aesthetics, similar themes and stuff like that, and it just kind of went on from there. Fun fact: that actual piece of art is my one of my screensavers on my dad's computer that I used back when I was like 13 years old. I had to hop on his computer the other
what
day.
kind of cringe ass shit you were going on about. Then I remembered. It was this thing. Now, you must understand, Mal is mentally deficient with this. She's got like a Homestuck fucking tattoo on her ass. It's weird.
I don't.
I was about to say I may have been part of the Homestuck fandom. I may have done some voice acting back in the day, but I have never gotten a tattoo.
I don't have a Homestuck tattoo. I just drew a lot of Vriska fan art, okay?
I still don't know what this is, and I do not want to know. Nothing that I see of this makes me want to ever consume it.
It's like okay. For Homestuck, what the parts that I liked about it was when I'm sure you remember this, Amal, when Gamzee was sober and he went on a murder spree and killed everybody.
What?
That was fun. Sober Gamzee was my favorite arc of it.
Fuck are these things?
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't too bad. But like, I mean, I just
Trick or treat.
I don't
Candy
I
stuff
liked
on your
pretty much the
feet.
majority of Homestuck for like the first few acts are definitely pretty slow, but like I love just all the characters. I love the magic thing within it. I like the concept of it. Obviously, the trolls are definitely the best part, with Vriska being my favorite one. I just love how much of a bitch she is. Um, but I like the manipulative, sadistic characters myself. So it's just there's multiple aspects of Homestuck that are actually legitimately good and had a good like there was actually substance there, but it's very much a Tumblr a Tumblr fandom to say the least.
This
And
sounds like
as
the
it went
exact
on,
same fucking cope I was told when I was forced to read Scott Pilgrim. Oh, it's actually good. Oh, for its time. No, it was shit.
And it's like plus the main draw for Homestuck what wasn't exactly its art in the game, because they drew all the characters literally stark white just so people can have their own interpretations of what the characters look like. They purposely made them a blank slate.
Mhm.
Which is pretty neat. But honestly, I think my favorite part of Homestuck ending was the shipping wars at the very end. Oh, those are absolutely fucking beautiful. The shipping wars are great. The John Cat shippers were drinking their tears at the end of Homestuck. Fuck you
oh my god.
guys.
Well, I know like I was gonna say Dave Cat was like the major ship of Homestuck from what I
Yes,
remember.
and we won.
So like yeah, which made sense. Like there are so many flags right there. Like anybody who's shipping John Cat was I don't know I don't know what to tell them. Like it was obvious that Dave Cat was gonna happen.
Oh my god, remember the shipping charts? For the 4 different categories of shipping for that fandom.
Yes, yeah, the
Oh
spade, the
god.
diamonds, the hearts, the clubs.
You know what, Amal? We're gonna have to do a separate stream just to talk about our Homestuck days, because I think
God.
everyone is getting active brain damage.
I mean, Boob wants us to tell about the troll quadrant, so we can definitely do that.
Oh my god,
What the
remember
fuck is
when
wrong
everyone's
with you two?
headcanon?
This is not entertainment. Okay, this is the entire problem, okay? Listen, this is what I've been talking about. The slow degradation of what people think is entertainment. Like my generation, we grew up on fucking Vampire Hunter D, actual unironic art, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, good stuff. You fuckers grew up on Scott Pilgrim and this cringe ass shit.
I didn't get into Scott Pilgrim myself. I was mostly Homestuck.
I
It
didn't
would be
really
an
get into
objectively
Scott Pilgrim.
superior outcome if the entirety of both of your generations would just communally jump off cliffs. Go, now. Mush. Grand Canyon.
I've been trying.
I know, Amal. We will have a separate stream about Homestuck, because I you know what, I could probably find some other people who are trying to run from the fact they were in the fandom but they can never escape.
You
Just like
ignorant
Catalia
slut.
fans. They get dragged back every 5 years.
Yeah. Actually, Shu and Head actually used to cosplay as Vriska back in the day. Fun fact. So we
Well, time to reach
could
out
never
to Shu
get
and be
her
like,
on.
hey
Trick
Shu,
or
you wanna
treat.
relive
Candy
some
stuff
past
on your feet.
traumatic memories?
Yes. I'm gonna have to brush up my Homestuck lore. I haven't touched it in years. Pretty much ever since it ended. Then I heard that he tried to reboot Homestuck with like the epilogues and they were like terrible. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay away. Also, happy belated 413 since it's, a month and a half away. Past.
Can we
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about a good show instead? Cow and Chicken, for example.
Oh, I did like Cow and Chicken.
I Am Weasel. This is quality entertainment, Mal, instead of whatever the fuck you're on about.
I've never seen it.
Look at that. That's a weasel.
Kind of looks like you. Except redhead.
Oh yeah, because he was always the hero and he did everything perfectly. So yes, he does kind of look like me. It had the devil in it.
And I was thinking like sleazy and gross.
He walks on his ass.
That looks like a deformed penis.
I think that was partially the point, yes?
I think my favorite joke from Cow and Chicken is the carpet muncher joke.
I liked the parents and the fact that they very clearly made it clear that yes, they
Paris
are
is the
just
question.
decapitated
Fire is
fucking
the answer.
torsos or lower bodies walking around.
Oh yeah.
This is quality entertainment. At least Dev isn't here. I will never forgive Dev for the day we were
Paris is
talking
the
about Scott
question.
Pilgrim. He's like, you
Fire is
haven't
the
watched it?
answer."
Chat. You must create fun to make him read it. Dev is not here today, so there will be no Homestuck fund, at least.
I mean, that would be hilarious to make Arch read Homestuck.
Heresy's the
It'll
I don't know
take
about
him
that.
like a
Funny, but
year.
It's too long. It's too
Yeah.
long for Arch. He
Last
can
time I-
hardly read a normal book, let alone an entire webcomic that
A
took
normal
how long
book.
was Homestuck running? Like 10 or so years?
Lum, you morbidly
roughly.
obese fucking
Like 8
German,
years.
you.
What?
I literally
morbidly
run out of I run out of space in my house to store all my fucking books.
Perfect. Homestuck's a webcomic after all.
it's a
You can just read it
webcomic.
online.
Can
And it's
barely
interactive
fucking
too.
read. I have suffered my ass through the entirety of fucking War and Peace. I will not have my reading chops doubted by Werner von Braun's granddaughter.
Trick-or-treat.
Then you can read Homestuck
Trick-or-treat.
just fine. It's interactive too, so you don't have to worry about your ADHD getting in the way. It's lots of fun. And last time I heard, it was actually the longest running webcomic ever created by man. So I don't think the title has been taken from it. So it's perfect for you.
That's not true. Kingdom is basically a webcomic.
You know what? I wonder what Andrew Hussey is up to right now. Does he
Excuse
have
me?
another project
Andrew
going on?
Hussey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
that's the
creator of
author.
Homestuck.
That's his
Mhm.
name. Andrew Hussey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look him up now. I'm curious if he's still trying to live off the Homestuck days.
I mean, that name explains a lot of the filth I've seen.
Hmm.
Right. Returning to Superchats, whilst the degeneracy takes a brief pause. Most next thing one, I think DSP did that intentionally. He's that dumb. I mean, if my penis was 8 fucking centimeters or what, inches wide, I probably would do it intentionally just for the attention. Like, look. I can hammer in hammers with it. Or nails, 1 out of 2. Actually, hammers would be more impressive. That's the next anyone. Anybody remember when Henry Kissinger said Israel won't exist in 10 years? How long ago was it when he said that? Look at all the anti-Jewish stuff. Listen, the Jewish are pretty good at surviving. Sean King, Lumi, instead of making a mouse avatar, make yourself a Skaven rat mother avatar. That's true. I mean, if your ass is half as large as you claim it to be.
I mean, Skaven Lumi is going to be the next community-funded model for next year.
Another Texan pull, Rogel Dorn's Colossal Chainblade. YouTube video. Question mark. Or Turkify, that guy could game end anyone with that thing unless he also had the world's largest heart as well. That's true. I mean, that is an actual genuine health concern, isn't it? Like, what? Because you need to fill that thing with blood, which means you take it out of circulation. Won't that just kill you? Or at least make you lightheaded? How does that work? Mal, you're the one here that tends to be a futa.
Trick-or-treat.
Surely you must know.
I smell your feet.
Are we talking about the guy with the giant dick? Or
Yes.
Lumi's fat ass?
Giant dick. Well, Lumi's fat ass
Oh.
contains blood as well, but that is circulatory.
Okay. I mean, I'm not. Shouldn't you be the one talking so you actually legitimately have a dick? Mine's just imaginary and a strap
I mean, true, but like 8 inches wide, 18
Service
inches
guarantees
long, or whatever.
citizenship.
Like, this isn't a penis. This is a baseball bat.
He can whip a man with that. Or whip a woman in the head with that. That'd be pretty good. But how the circulation works,
Oh.
I mean, you probably just have to beat it, right? Like, not actually, like, masturbate, but, like, you literally just take it and you just actually have to beat the fuck out of it to, like, get the blood flowing. Like, when your hands start, like, going numb.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Mal.
Yeah,
Do you want to be sad?
not particularly.
Too bad. I sent you the link. You missed a Vriska plushie that was released. The campaign for Makeship ended on the 12th of this month.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh, wait, no. No! No, wait, what?
It's okay. I missed out on the car cat one, so we could both be sad.
I hate you so much. I would have been better off not knowing this existed. Well, fuck you. God damn it. I'm gonna
You're
cry.
welcome.
No.
also, a small Lumi.
I have lost.
Okay.
Torn. Hail Arch, you should play Warhammer 40k Gladius with the Fish and Sargon. It would make a great live stream in the future. I have played many a game of Gladius with Sargon in the past. John King, Arch, which you rather like, the elephant's foot in Chernobyl back in 1984 or sniff Warpstone? Warpstone. At least then I'd die. Lamb chop, $2 for fish foot aquarium. Boog, did Larry like the Larry X Lumi images? Oh, yes.
I like the ones that weren't leisure suit Larry. I like the ones with hot Larry, but not leisure suit.
Not an
Weird.
FBI. Merciful Batman just came from Foxwoman stream. I had to leave after he showed Uyghur saying animal loving is okay. If animal nuts, please less crazy here. We haven't covered bestiality since the last time we talked about Vorsh, so you should be safe.
I mean, seeing how much you like your horses too, it's not an easy, like, it's a pretty easy conversation we can have at any time.
That's true. You are, after all, a black cat right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a kitty. I'm cute.
Is that the takeaway?
Yeah, cats are cute. I'll place a curse on you because apparently black cats are cursed and evil and witchy. I will not let you go along with the joke that you're implying. I will be a cute little kitty. I'll say meow meow, and that's all you're gonna be able to get.
Zelda, hello Arch. Always a good day when Arch Lore channel give a notification. Wish that you do more videos about Warm Fancy, especially now that GW's Old World is out. I don't know if that is Warm Fancy, but I'll try. The Summer Viking, Amma. We know Arch's fetish. He likes them cold, unmoving, and looking like his mother. What's wrong with you? Kill yourself, now. Grotowski, gonna need you guys to annex us ASAP. Save them from the Indians. That's probably why.
No, Grotsky can stay in Canada. He has tortured me way too much. He can be scalped and raped by the Indians. Both of them,
Revernos.
Dot and Feather.
Heard Amalgamyte had a conversation with the aristocratic utensil, aka Spoon. Was going to have one. He is an interesting man. I hope that his meeting of minds will happen. Well, to have a meeting of mind, Mal would first need to have one.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. This is a little tired.
Rock Jupiter, Arch, have you heard about the new sugar diet? It's a new diet recommended by a nutritionist where you eat 90% sugar and carbs. Big Pharma desperate. Listen, you don't need diets if you just do like me and eat like once a day. Simple. Lesson 1801. Why do you think I told Dev about the video Canada the Illusion? Canada never existed and Charles just proved it. That's true. He's a refugee now. Phantom Lord Juju 07 Super Dakota and Time to Send Dev a Liberty Gift in 1776 style. And Mr. Personality says, a cat is fine too. I know that joke.
I don't.
I know.
I'm scared. What? Explain. I'm scared.
You haven't read enough anime and manga.
Oh my god. I mean, pussy is pussy at the end of the day.
It's an even better one.
I mean, I'll accept it. I'll accept it, I guess.
And Uchikador, so does that invalidate that Blame Canada song? And how happy are the Quebecoians for that decision since they want independence?
Service guarantee
Well, they won't
citizenship.
have independence, because they can't be given independence by any nation, since they're not a nation, so... Unfortunate for the Quebecoians, they're now going to have to become French. And Cartography Prime, I have sat in on meetings where everyone admits Indians don't even like land acknowledgements. They're just for white leftists to feel better. Well, yes, because if they get land acknowledgements, they'd have to run a government. And they don't want that, especially as the majority of their money comes from the government. So.
Well, there's also that infamous clip that gets passed around whenever the Feather Indians start acting up and talking about, oh, our lands and whatever the case is. I forget what the movie's actually
You
called.
ignorant slut.
But I mean, it makes a very strong point about the fact that like they were warring each other for land grabs before the white man ever even stepped foot onto the continent. So like they can just go fuck off. Like there's no point in any of this stuff. Like it just frustrates me to no end that it's not just the Feather Indians either. It's over the whole entire world crying that the Western world was able to dominate them. Like sorry, get good. You should have developed the gun and some boats better, and then maybe you would have had a chance. But alas, you didn't. So therefore, we won. And welcome to the modern age. You're happy. Hope you like your AC.
Speaking of the modern age, we do have another piece of the modern age. As after repeated electoral defeats, the Democrats have finally realized that they need to communicate better with the modern day man. And so they have engaged the services of a literal mountain to teach them how to speak to men.
I think I would rather listen to Gorlock than this person.
I mean, Gorlock
bet
has
they're
at
one and
least
the
earned
same.
some decent money.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's probably making good money from the DNC.
Like, Gorlock has become kind of popular, Gorlock's become famous. Gorlock the Destroyer.
Gorlock also got to walk on a runway, apparently.
Look at this, she's about to fucking eat that little dude.
What the fuck?
That is Gorlock the Destroyer.
I've seen her before, or thing, but like I've never seen that picture. That's gotta be not like really any flattering picture of Gorlock the Destroyer, but like probably one of the worst ones. One of the worst ones. Like one of those cases where like, okay, listen, you're butt fucking ugly, but at least let's look at our picture just to make you slightly less.
I mean, at this point,
Disgusting.
she has embraced it. She knows that she's not the prettiest thing, but she's just like, no, I am a 10 out of 10. She has the confidence.
Delusional.
I will give her that.
I think she needs more than just confidence. I think she needs less confidence.
Hey, her confidence is making her money.
I guess that's how you feel about your feet too. So I guess it makes sense. That's why you can't judge too much.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
And in
I'm
this
gonna take
case,
the farm.
I would probably bet money on Gorlock. I mean, on the one hand, our Asian gentleman here, clearly, he works out, but he's also flexing, so, gotta take some points off for that. And she probably weighs like 3-4 times what he does. I'm pretty sure if Gorlock gets him pinned, he's just dead.
I mean, does he have the muscle mass to actually like lift up, and like at least push her off, or I should say, roll her off?
No, I don't believe so. I do not have faith. But Olivia Munn, or Juliana, Olivia Munn, where did I get that from? Has now been hired as a part of the Democrats' $20 million SAM plan to teach the Democrats how to speak to young men. Because if anyone would know, it's probably her. And you know what? With recent things, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right.
Can we have 2016 Jordan Peterson again? Not
No.
2025 Jordan Peterson, but 2016 Jordan Peterson again. He was on the right path until the drugs got him.
No. This is what you get.
Well, I guess it's time for you to step up, Arch. They're gonna be useless too, but I mean, better than nothing, I guess.
I don't.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
I don't know if there's any good opportunities here. See, okay, if half of the audience is into Findom, and the other is lusting after the human mountain, is there really anything left to salvage?
No.
No. We should simply just give up.
Yep. We all should just throw ourselves into a volcano at the same time.
Especially as I want to point out too, this is Olivia after she has slimmed down. Because you see, during the Trump presidency, the poor thing simply couldn't afford to eat.
She looks no different. Where did the 50 pounds go? Like, she lost them. Like, back into her mouth again?
Listen, the poor woman has clearly been starving. She can't afford food. She's lost 50 pounds of her original weight. And you can tell. Look. You can see the shadow underneath the first chin there, and the shadow underneath the second chin. There's clearly less of a shadow here, so those 50 pounds have clearly come from the facial region.
I guess she's on the right path, so I'll support her there. But I think she needs a little bit more of a push to get her down that hill.
Yeah, I don't know. If you push this woman down a hill, I don't think she'll be stopping anytime soon.
You feel like a hamster wheel. Push it down the hill, she just keeps on rolling. She can probably power the leftover remains of Canada.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
Unironically, somebody that has actually done a pretty good job is that crazy black woman that wanted to shove a banana up people's vaginas.
In Lizzo?
Heresy's the question.
Lizzo, yes.
Fire is the
I'm glad you
answer.
knew exactly what woman I was speaking about.
I was so confused.
She got accused by
Fortunately,
her
not my first
backup
rodeo.
dancers for that. She has actually slimmed down a fair old bit.
Yeah, I think she's actually
I
lighter
heard-
than this picture.
I heard that a bunch of fat acceptance movement people are mad at her for getting thin.
They are.
Same thing happened with Adele when that happened to her. But I think Adele did it naturally.
It's like people are seeing that a bunch of these fat influencers are all dying at the age of 27 to 35, so they don't want to die either.
At least they're doing something. Like, I can criticize and make fun of all these people, but if you're actually not trying to lose weight and better yourself, that's at least a step in the right direction. And I will give credit where credit is due.
Look at that. There we go. That looks significantly
lot better.
better. She's still probably packing a couple of fudge rolls extra, sure, but that is an actual improvement. Yes, she may be a crazy woman, and she may have ritualistically sexually abused her background dancers, but hey,
Trick or treat.
why would you become a
Can I sell
superstar if
your
not
feet?
to do just that?
I mean, banana's not the worst thing you can stick up your vag.
Yeah.
Could be the 8-inch wide dick.
Hmm?
Service
Exactly.
guarantees citizenship.
Maybe, if we're lucky, she can become the new Harvey Weinstein. That would be excellent.
She doesn't. She doesn't have the nose to do that.
I don't know. Remember Whoopi Goldberg? She transitioned into a Jew, so this one can too.
Yeah, but has Lizzo changed her name to actually sound more Jewish?
Soon, once she slims down enough.
But then a lot of the Jews are gay too, so do you think she's gonna be a lesbian? I mean, I guess she did enjoy the bananas up her backup dancers' vaginas, and lesbians have to use strap-ons anyways. So I mean, actually, you know what? Maybe. Why are you being correct once again? We can't have this too often.
Oh no, like, I don't think. See, this thing. This woman right here wouldn't sexually harass women because she get turns on by it. This woman right here would do so because she hates pretty thin white girls. And you know what? If that is the humiliation ritual they have to go through, good. You know why? Because it will teach them fucking humility. If they simply get given everything, they won't understand. There's got to be a period of intense physical and psychological abuse first. It'll weed out the weak ones.
Hmm.
Kind of sounds hot, but then it's women,
it
so
does.
therefore it's gross. Lesbians don't exist anyways.
I don't know about that. I come from the 2000s internet. There was a lot of them back then.
Well, the
I'm-
thing
I'm
is, all
sure-
women are bisexual, but there's no such thing as
I
a woman
mean-
of lesbian.
I mean, it's like if lesbians were to disappear, I think the domestic violence statistic, like the percentage of domestic violence, would go down by at least 15%.
At least.
At least.
Now, to return momentarily to Olivia Julianna here and the plan to talk to young men. There's currently a competition going on where the political parties, the Democrats and Republicans, are competing. The Republicans have Joe Rogan, and the Democrats have this individual, which I think somebody sent me a little animated thing of this one. Wait, did Mal put a... Mal,
Yeah.
did you do this?
Yeah.
There you go.
I try to contribute every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, but you never let me know. You're just like, I'll do this secretly in the background, expecting Arch to
Well-
somehow pick up on it.
You get a notification when everything's posted in fucking live links.
Ah, yes, I read my notifications.
You have to verbally tell him, otherwise he'll just be like, "Huh, that's a weird notification. Dot. I'm not gonna look at it."
My
I
God.
do that. I usually don't look at my notifications because it's usually something gay or dumb or bad news or something. I was like, nah, we'll leave that
No,
for a
I
few
don't.
more days.
Like half the time, I'm shocked that Arch manages to message me back within like a day.
That explains why you've backed up on your grooming. Okay.
Busy.
That's fine with me. I don't need to be groomed. So you can stay in Norway and be fine.
I don't know. Just a
Yeah,
few
you-
days ago, you complained I wasn't paying enough attention to you.
No, I wasn't. You were saying that you weren't paying enough attention to me.
Attention. You hate me. I need more attention.
Yes, she literally did that. Like, you hate me now. She does that.
half the time, whenever I see a notification, just like, "Oh, you got a message from Arch," I'm like, "Ah, shit. What's he gonna say now?"
That literally is this. Half
And-
the communications with Mal is just either shit like this, or he's like, I hate you. Or begging
I
for
mean,
attention, which is
it's-
shit like this.
What the hell is that, Mel? Yeah, it's like I get messages in the morning from Arch just say, like, this is the first message I got from Arch today. Rejoice, plumpest of Lums. We will be talking about licking toes today. That's all I got from him. And then I just sent an emoji, and then I was like, look it, I got some new thumbnail art for Dune Awakening. That's I did not want to acknowledge it. Just wanted to move on.
If I may defend myself,
No, you may not.
if I,
See, I'm a busy
he
man.
was saying
I am commissioning things like this. Look at this beautiful fucking artwork. I've commissioned Youngsy to make this, but new for me. Look at it.
That is so
Great.
pretty.
It's so good. And it will bulldoze any objections Mal might try to fucking levy. Any narratives
Oh, hold
she
on.
might
No,
try
no,
to
no. I will not.
spin.
I will. No, I'm not. I'm not spinning narratives. I'm trying to tell the truth. He was talking about whenever I say anything, all it just sounds like a cat meowing, and so I was just like joking about how it being a productive conversation, and he's just like it totally would be, and so then I just sent that back to prove him that he's wrong. That like that's not how a productive conversation works.
This okay, Mal. But you need to learn how to weave things in to make anything out of context in that one line. It seemed like, there's something more to this. Because I have learned through, Arch photoshopping messages of that if he just sends single lines and then he responds right away, he can just cut it and then put it somewhere else.
I don't recall doing anything like that.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Pause Man.
But then it ruins any jokes that I might do, because the one-liners. But no, he just takes it out of context because he's evil.
I do not.
I do like the fact that the
has
crosses look like her
mastered How to
tits.
do this. It's like Mal. I'm sure you remember the stupid fucking pause thing that he likes to be like. Oh, like a Balumlum loves pause. No, this I put in live links. This is the full thing for it.
Gotta go check that out.
I don't recall that.
See what I mean?
It's a Lum Photoshop.
I don't even know how to use Photoshop.
If I'm really mean, I mean, technically, I got some evidence of Art sharing a dick pic, but
That was
but
your
I won't-
Photoshop. I know that one. I've already copied it into
Oh,
my
shit.
ammo folder in case of further betrayal. I can disprove it.
Okay, so he showed you the Keem cock. Thank God I was spared.
Oh, it's a bit more than the Keemcock. Oh, it's actually pretty small, honestly, all things considered. But yeah.
And now that
But I'll
Mal
spare
is
you.
busy making stuff up,
Hey, you're the one who sent me a dick pic.
well, actually, Tori sent me a dick pic, and then I passed it on to you because she was curious if you had a penis.
Hold on, is that how the whole Fuda Amal thing started?
Yep.
See,
See, to return to the serious topic for but a second before we talk more about Homestuck or other terrible things. There is genuinely going to be now a competition between the left and the right about talking to young men because only the right has decided to talk to them. Now, the left is on the wrong path with this. This is not going to help them. And they tried celebrities because they thought celebrities would help them. That's why, during the Kamala thing, they had all the celebrities on stage. Like, look at this. This is like a famous person. You like famous people, right? And nobody gave a shit because nobody cares about the famous people anymore. They're fucking irrelevant. But I guarantee you, within 1 or 2 election cycles, you're going to see fucking Pokimane on a Democrat stage. Anyone want to take that bet?
I honestly
I'd probably
think they
say
would
so.
go for Hassan in a official capacity before Pokemon.
Because Hassan, everybody knows Hassan is shit. The Democrats know Hassan is shit. The Democrats
Yes,
know
but
Hassan
he's
can't
still
keep his mouth
popular.
shut.
He's still popular though, because they're still making pieces where it's like, oh, Hassan, he's the left's Joe Rogan, blah 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 blah.
Well, the thing about Pokimane is that, despite her hitting the wall and all, she's still actually, pretty, especially with the makeup on. And so if they actually use any common sense, that would be the way to attract male voters, other than the whale that we saw previously. And she's already pretty left-leaning. She's already virtue signaled multiple times throughout the past few years. Like, it would make the most sense for somebody at least like her, maybe not her specifically, but somebody like her to be who they prop up if they actually are smart about it. But seeing that they're choosing that other landmass instead, well, it might be a minute before they actually come to their senses.
Yeah, it's easy. Here's the thing. They'll hire a fat chick here, and a fat chick will tell them dumb stuff. She will tell them stupid things. And then they'll try the stupid things, and they'll fail. And they'll lose another election. And then they'll get really desperate, because this is already them getting a little bit desperate. Spending $20 million. Like, why don't young people like us anymore? And they're just going to start doing the opposite. They're going to stop listening to their own. They're going to start listening to the opposition. And the opposition doesn't want Hassan. Hassan Piker is already done as a Democratic influencer. He's too tainted by now.
Mhm.
Plus the fact that he cannot keep his fucking mouth shut. They will get somebody easy to manipulate. Somebody fucking stupid. That is basically a celebrity. And they're going to drag them up on stage. If they're clever, they're basically going to start making idol culture out of politics. Like, if you come down to the DNC convention, you can shake hands with Pokimane. I guarantee you. Fucking posters like Pokimane will think you're a bad human if you vote Republican. I fucking guarantee it.
Yeah, possible.
But then the other issue is too is that this is appeal to the young men would be the best way to use Pokimane or somebody similar to her. But then the other issue is the fact that women exist and nobody hates women more than women, and especially on the left when they're all a bunch of fat cows. So and they hate any sort of competition. So if they bring up her, then they can cry about objectification and how sexist the Democrat Party is and all the other stuff that they always like to parrot. And so that might cause them to lose voting on the left. At least their core base of the lefties.
Not at all. Remember, Mal, the left's greatest tool is the ability to hold multiple positions, multiple contradictionary positions simultaneously.
Yeah, that is true.
If anything,
Yeah, that's relying on
Service
women
guarantees
not being able to
citizenship.
compute things at the same time and having to jump through hoops.
They
So,
might
but as soon
try
as the other
both.
woman,
so for the women, they'll cart out Hassan and just put him in a booth with no internet connection, no microphone, so that he can't say anything retarded. And they'll just surround him with land whales.
okay, that could actually possibly work out if it wasn't Hassan.
I don't even think they'll care, though, because that's the thing. The Democrats already assume they have the female vote, so why would they give a fuck appealing to the female vote? Again, the reason why they're spending $20 million on learning to talk to young men is because that's the vote they don't have. If they're
I
clever...
mean, they could always suddenly lose them like they did with the Latinos and sort of the blacks.
They could, but the blacks are still a largely indentured vote. It's still like 80% Democrat.
Oh yes, but if they already lost like what half the Latinos so far, so like technically they could do the same with the women if it comes down to it. It depends on how retarded they are.
I don't think they will. I don't think that the women have a opportunity to go to the right at the moment. Because the right isn't going to be any more welcoming of them than the left is. I think this is the future of politics now. We're going to see two political parties competing above over fucking ethos. Mal will be our presentation.
I mean, I am an ethot, but I'm a virtual ethot. I only have pixel titties, not real ones.
Oh, we could use Lum, but Lum is already contractually obligated, so we can't, unfortunately. It's gonna have to be Mal. We're just gonna have to try and tape your penis between your legs.
Well, I could probably learn a few things from Blair White.
There you go. Ah, yes, there's the other offering of the right. Blair White.
Our tranny's better than your tranny.
I don't know. That's not a. I don't know if that's an arms race we can win against the left.
I mean, our tranny has guns, so that helps a lot. The other trainees were jumping off bridges recently, so
I do actually think this is a good idea, though. I actually do think the Democrats are onto something here. They do need to start learning to talk to white men. And whether or not they'll manage, well, I don't know about that. Seeing as their key takeaway after spending like $20 million was like, we gotta start putting ads in them there video games or something. I can't imagine anything would probably make somebody less interested in voting Democrat than playing a video game and there's a big picture of this woman. Like, hello, please vote Democrat.
Yeah, no.
But honestly, who is this woman before she became this strategist? Like, I've never heard of her before.
Possibly a whale before she made land, but who knows?
Yeah, she's largely a nobody.
Oh.
Although I
This is
will
like
say,
you- like-
whaling is a very manly profession. Okay, nobody disagrees.
I mean, I don't disagree, but like, I don't. It's mostly the Japs that do that.
What?
Are
No.
are-
Norwegians have a long and proud history of killing whales.
So are you going to turn over to the left now, Mr. Conservative?
Possibly. If they introduce whaling again.
Oh yeah, isn't whaling illegal?
And we even have a statue of it. Like, we made statues of this shit. It was cool. It was fun.
That looks pretty neat.
Yes. Norway has many, many great statues. Let's see. Ah, there's the one. One of our most famous statue is grown man kicking babies.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What is the statue? What is the context? Or is it just man kick baby?
The context is man kick baby.
Hey.
It's a very famous statue, I'll have you know.
I'm sorry. It just looks so funny.
Pretty normal. We also have Pile of Babies, which is another statue.
Why is there just a pile of baby?
Because we needed a pile of babies to go along with the pile of human being statue we made.
You know, I'm sure there's a deeper message to this, but I don't understand.
Yes, the deep
Yeah, gay
message is like
porno.
this statue here of this guy fucking this other guy in the ass.
As I was saying, a gay porno.
You ignorant slut.
The message is very, very deep.
You know, it's like the
I
hierarchy
thought it
of
was going to go
needs.
into like the pillars of society and everything like that, but okay.
You know, I'm starting to think of the hierarchy of needs where like Norway is just so fruitful and calm and peaceful, and nobody needs anything. That they just spend all their free time just with degeneracy, and that's what these statues represent.
I don't know.
Norway is
Kicking
born in
babies
the
isn't
future.
degenerate. Necessarily.
I would probably say it's a little bit, you know.
I would think more violent than anything. We've got another statue of a man about to just drop knee a woman's vagina.
Oh, I thought he was going to suplex her, but that works too.
Well, at least it's kind of hot. That's not
baby on
kind of hot.
head.
Why do you have so many statues of
Heresies the
children?
question.
Why
Fire
would
Do you
we
have
not?
an Anachrome project over there?
It is all a very important part of the statue. We also have, let's see. Ah, yes. Baby riding woman.
How?
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
You have a lot to
know-
explain, Arch.
The more you show, the more it's like, huh, now I want to go to Norway and explore. But another part of me is just like, huh.
It's a wonderful park. Again, the central piece is Tower of People.
It's just an orgy, especially with the rest of the
It's a-
context in there.
It's someone's thinly veiled fetish.
Possibly. Conceivably. But it's located in
I
a
don't think it's
beautiful
even
park.
veiled.
So it's fine. It's nature, it's beauty, it's art that you simply cannot understand.
It'd be
They
prettier
don't
if
have
there
an
wasn't the
art degree,
statues
so
there.
no.
No, the statues add to it. It makes it look sophisticated.
Are you saying that you're the one that helped fund this art project, Arch?
We've got normal statues too, like naked men holding bowl.
This is like the most naked statues I've seen.
Or wheel of man trying to choke woman.
At least it's
You know
based,
what?
but
Now I just want to go to Norway to explore see all the weird ass statues and be like, huh, that's weird. And then firebomb Arch's house.
Luckily, I am nowhere near Vigelandsparken, so that'll be fine.
Did he have a stroke? Are you okay?
Trick or treat.
The name of
Can
the
I
park,
suck
you
on your feet?
barbarian. The problem is you just haven't seen art before. We've also decorated the gate into the park with naked people, just in
Trick or
case.
treat. Can I smell your feet?
why are they just like? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, no, that's a fat bitch. I was just like, they all look like fat bitches. And it's like, okay, that looks like a muscular man, but no, they look like fat bitches.
Angry
Trick
fat
or
Surely
bitches.
you have pretty
treat.
women over
Can
there.
I smell your feet?
Well, we'll see about that. And of course, people humping trees.
Those look like pieces of broccoli.
And all of this, no doubt, has a very, very deep scientific and or cultural slash metaphysical explanation, probably.
Do you happen to know what those messages and explanations are?
That children are oppressive and we should kick
Trick
them.
or treat. Can I smell your feet?
I think he's just coping the fact that his tax dollars went to this.
Just like with Dustborn.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, when you get, what, 60% tax or
Heresy's the
something like that,
question.
and then you see all
Fire
these
is the
statues
answer.
propping up, yeah, I'd be coping pretty hard too.
And the most famous statue of them all, Angry Child.
That's probably like the most normal one out of all of them.
There you go. That's a good little look at Norwegian art for all of you, chat. I'm sure you are pleased. Speaking of art, by the way, I should do a couple more super chat, but one final topic before we wrap things up will yet again be fat bitches and what they do.
Oh no, not this again.
It's a good topic, Lum Lum. First,
I know.
Connor Smugmug on Rumble. Speaking of It's a Gundam's future ex-wife, would you invite Gundam on the ArchCast? Do you require financial incentive, Archibald? No. Who's a Gundam? Oh, that guy. That's the guy. Wait, would you even get him on a podcast, though? Isn't he the guy that fucking hates streaming or something?
He's been better about doing his own like personal stuff. He guests on other podcasts. You just gotta wrangle him. I could probably talk to his co-host. I am mutuals with her.
Well, fetch Lum Lum.
I'll go fetch.
You still haven't fetched that other people. Or
I'm
Asmongold.
trying.
Fetch.
I don't think Asmongold even goes on other projects anymore.
Well, Lum Lum, show him your feet.
No, but I'll try to wrangle Tobuscus. I'll try to wrangle Chibi. I'll try to wrangle a few other people. Okay.
Yeah, and get the Gundam person because apparently they want to watch it.
I will talk. I will talk to them. Okay.
Go fetch. Pokelda 2, hi Sweden, Amal the Haunted. Lumi, what is a Gordandang and what country does it come from?
Oh,
A Gordandang.
it just sounds like God. Oh, dang.
Ignorant slut.
I don't.
I believe.
I know.
If it's the thing I think about, it was actually a bit of a interesting story about it, because in Flanders, or the Dutch Netherlands, etc., where they got these things, they often had to cross bridges, or not bridges, but hedgerows and ravines and all kinds of small shit, like little rivers. And so they created a weapon that was in essence a spear, with a little metal tip that they could use to pole vault over these obstacles. Cute little thing. I believe that was the Gordandang. On a Smugmug, Archibald, this is to celebrate our shared interest in isekai slave harem. I can't wait until they introduce Vesta in the manga. They rush a lot in the anime. Oh yeah, the anime's shit. The anime's fucking garbage. It was terrible. Terrible anime. Tick tick boom. The evolutionary advantage of a large package is if your reproductive strategy involves struggle snuggle. Ethnic groups with the biggest schlongs are Nordic and Banatus. Make of that what you will. Would that necessarily be an advantage, though? Like, would having a large penis make it easier to rape someone?
I mean, it's kind of like nodding, where if you shove it in and it stays, you can't escape.
And Amal is the very first person on the ArchCast to bring up knotting. Please explain to chat.
I'm pretty surely you've talked about nodding before in the ArchCast. I'm pretty sure you guys have.
Nope. I haven't even brought it up, and I'm a fucking degenerate.
Yeah, Mel. This is new territory.
Explain to the chat.
I mean, so, God damn it. Uh, so mostly wolves, but dogs. Why are you making me explain this? Actually, why?
Mostly
you brought it
wolves,
up.
but also dogs. You've got in-depth knowledge. Okay, I was expecting something more simplistic, but right, you've got a thesis on this.
I can't do
Are we going to get
So-
into specific genealogy here, or are we just generalizing?
It's gonna be generalizing, but I mean it's mostly the focus on the wolves because they're bigger and stuff. So what? I can't do. So God damn it. Yes, I'm gonna Google for 5 minutes. How am I supposed to explain? Okay, fuck it. All right, when the dog penis or the wolf penis goes into the other dog penis, not the dog.
Yeah.
Sounding with other penises. Okay, Amal.
Right. When the male wolf rapes the other male wolf.
Oh God. We found the chink in the armor. She's all open about being raped and shit, but when it comes to nodding, she's weak in the knees. You guys know what to do.
Not to
mean,
mention,
nodding's
Amal,
hot.
I think it's awfully presumptive of you to assume that there is going to be another animal on the other side.
Listen, I might be a white woman, but contrary to popular belief, I don't fuck dogs. So
Yeah, you don't fuck them, but maybe they fuck you instead.
I mean, is it a werewolf? I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but that's a
Use
werewolf, not
ignorance,
an actual
slut.
dog. So, but when wolves and dogs have sex, the male penis has this like inflatable little thingy that goes in, like at the very end of the base, around the balls, and it just sticks in there, and so the female can't leave. And it's a good way to rape a woman or another female dog. So yeah,
A good way to rape a woman. I see. I still don't necessarily know if that really counts for people as well, but thank you for the lesson.
you're welcome.
Pikelda 2, Lumi, what is a naginata and what country is it from?
I don't know.
Trick or treat.
I don't know where
Sounds Asian.
naginata comes from.
Sounds like Japanese.
It is Japanese. It's a polearm.
It's a polearm.
Yep.
Okay.
Play Stone, Homestuck was art style was very basic, story was concept was interesting, but only read it because of a girl I was interested in and was a massive fan of it. Ending of it screwed the entire story as soon as the retcons happened. Curry fund.
Yeah.
Never get into anything because of a woman, because women don't even know what they're into half the time.
I mean,
And Play Stone, also a Streamlab bonus still a thing, or no? Also a Hail Archlord, hi Larry, Lummy. Howdy Mal, pray that all Birchins decide the seed from Algonquin state and manifest their destiny. Very fun. And yes, the 30% bonus on Streamlab donations are still in effect. Because I get 30% more. Death 6227. No you can't. I came from a tribe that tricked the white man to give us guns by telling them horror stories. Then we took land from them like three other tribes. Archer's choice. $10. Well then, conflict Soviet assault would be a fun one. What? It's a world in conflict. Soviet assault. Sonalich, Devon must be so happy now that he's about to experience firsthand the diversity and inclusion of a land devoid of the rule of law. There goes Moo. He does. Friend, Puerto Rico is a shithole. Probably. MJ Bull 515. The problem with claiming ex-Canada is that it is filled with former Canadians, and who want to deal with that much progressive aggressiveness. And Mal, you wish to speak? Continue. You have permission.
Oh, I'm just saying that Puerto Rico is a shithole.
There you go.
And anything that's, outside the actual borders of the United States is a shithole.
That's not true. Anything within the borders of the United States is usually a shithole, because that's where Puerto Rico is.
No. It's a territory, and it's outside the actual landlocked border of it.
Sounds like cope and qualifications after the fact.
We don't include California to this. They're going to be thrown into the ocean regardless. Also, I'll be right back.
Frog
You
Jupiter.
ignorant slut.
Feather Indians used to be cool before the left made them noble savages. It was epic fighting the savages, and they were a worthy enemy. Now they woke. Tragedy. Mr. Twisted Frenzy, hey Arch, has Big E ever had any interaction with the Void Dragon? Would Big E be powerful enough to kill the Void Dragon? Doom 2016 fund. I believe he was the one who entrapped it there, so yes, basically. Wait, 2016 fund? I don't think we even have a 2016 fund. We have a Doom 3 fund? Too many funds. But next anyone, all of Canada becomes USA, and everyone else gets a zip. Get a zip. I don't even. Tevren, check out Troubleshooters, the Abandoned Children. Alien Isolation. Wasn't that I think I saw that years ago. Some sort of, thing. Yes, thing. RPG thing. Or something. I believe. Almost sure. Aristus, you said yourself that anyone can do what they want in their own home, but now you're bashing someone for being both conservative and gay. I'm also con and gay. Don't rub gay in normal face. You don't rub gay in normal face. And BC live. WC live. WC live?
I don't
Sorry,
know what
assault.
that part means.
Probably. Well, that's the thing. I don't care what you do in your own home, but one, don't film it, and two, don't build your platform on the opposite. That's the silly part of it. Plus, it's a nice little reminder to not film yourself whilst you're doing strange stuff. Don't. Even if you're doing normal stuff, don't film it. It will leak. It will, and you'll be sad. On top, people who think a king's speech void government treaties understand our system as well as any Yankee. We also radicalizing fast. Calls for 12 million deportation will be mainstream soon. Oh yeah, true. It's obviously King Charles has no actual power, but it's still funny. And I don't know if you're radicalizing that fast. I still think Canada is basically cucked by its hatred of America. So, we'll see. But every time, as the Canadians are like, oh, this time we're going to vote out the progressives, usually about a week or so before the election, they turn around. Or Turkify, Dev is a sleep paralysis demon. Change my mind. I can't. He's plenty fat enough to pin you in bed. Frog Jupiter, if the Maori are native to New Zealand for living there for 400 years and eating the locals, then the whites and US Canadians are native to North America. Of course they are. You're native to any land you've conquered with your own firearms. Zandoom, I'm debating on getting Hearts of Iron 4 just so to play the Fallout Old World Blues mod. Would it be worth it just to play the mod? Also, how much is the fun to send Dev to Ukraine for deployment? Sadly, that is a pretty expensive fund, because we'd need to hire people to kidnap him and shit. Boog, Homestuck ended, and they went on to anime. And Mal, please tell us about Homestuck and Stairs. Nope. Luckily, Mal's away. Marksman.
Let me tell you about Homestuck.
You don't want me to leak more over your DMs, trust me. Marksman says, Olivia admitted that she is an Ozempic, which is where the £50 went. Blair White has a pink Barbie gun and flamethrower collection. Showcase on YouTube. My Little Dictator Fund. Amal and Lumi should also consider playing this game. Make your evil chibi. My Little Dictator Fund. That. And I wouldn't buy Hearts of Iron 4 just for the mods, unless you're going to get it on sale, in which case go ahead. But the base game is plenty fun too, so I'd recommend playing it. It's a fun game. How do the human substitutes rank on? Normals are an invasive species. Correct. Boog, Mal, tell us about the troll quadrants. No. Or Shigador, I am paying to move on from Homestuck. Good man. Trevor and Arch, the women are womening again. Make them stop. Alien isolation. Well, next week, Lumi, you're going to have to keep track of all of this fun stuff all by yourself.
I'm gonna have to keep a notepad because I'll forget to write down.
Lumi loves feet. Arch, when the women start yapping too long, you should start playing wrap it up music to get them to stop. I suggest I'm a Little Latina. Obdulio, I remember you saying you finished 2004 The Batman. What did you think of the season 1 finale with the Clayface reveal? One most memorable moment in that show for me, alongside with the introduction of a ragdoll and his very creepy bone cracking. Which was the Batman again? Was that? Remind myself. Was that the one where he looks like a cat? I think that's the one where he looks like a cat. That one. I really hated the Batman to begin with. I did not like it. It felt like shit to me. But a season or so in, I warmed to it really quickly. The only problem is, like, Batman is actually the worst part of the Batman. Robin is great. Batgirl is great. All of the villains are great. I really, really, really hate that unbelievably feminine design of Batman in it. I dislike it so much. It's weird. I hate it. I hate it a lot. But it ended up being my favorite version of the Joker by far, so I'm kind of shocked it didn't get more attention.
You ignorant
Probably
slut.
precisely because of how goddamn gay Bruce Wayne is in it. Marksman, I have more question, Mal. How big is the lump? Is the lump cancerous? Does it ruin the vagina? Can the vagina recover? Is it a hallway from now on? Why are you white? What are you going to do with that werewolf you're creating? That's a lot of important questions.
At first, I thought we were talking about like the 13.5 8 wide penis. So then like, the rest of the thing happened. The knot's at the very base of it, so like it doesn't actually widen the canal inside. So like it's not a hallway. You're not throwing a hot dog down it. It's fine. It's at the very base of it, so it like locks in, and so therefore like the woman can't escape. Or the dog can't escape.
This is an awful lot of Freudian slips, one after the other.
Well, I mean, with it's mostly for the whole werewolf fantasies. They're the one that has a nut, right? And the werewolves are hot because they're essentially just big, strong, muscular men plus the monster. And then you have the knot to help with the rape fetish too, and so like it all kind of like comes together into that fantasy that 80% of women have. By the way, it's not just me. And so, like, what was the rest of the do I actually know? I don't want to know the rest of the questions. I'm not going to answer them all. You got enough out of me.
And thank you, Kinisan09, for the 20 gifted ArchCast membership. Thank you very much, sir. That's incredibly generous. Thank you. I'm sure I'll never see you again after that, but thank you. Mal 2025, the knot is not there to widen the canal, it's merely there to stop the woman from escaping.
Well, yeah, that's the kinky part.
You know what, chat? I'm just gonna put this cursed image up on screen for a bit, so that you'll hopefully forget about what just happened by being more disgusted by this. Enjoy. David the Red forced them to watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Oh god, Ed, and Eddie was so fucking good. That was so good. That was quality entertainment right there. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Speaking of, whilst we're on the topic as well, that Sonic show, the realistic Sonic show, was so good. I don't even remember what it was called now. It only got one season, which was very upsetting. So, Jod, Arch, do you know that they're releasing re-releasing D, the vampire? The people doing it are all Dangerhead ham planets. Oh no. But Vampire Hunter was so good. Why must they do this to Vampire Hunter? Night of Caliban. Yes, Cow and Chicken was a great show. Alien Isolation. Oh, we've finally caught up to that part of the stream. Holy shit. Lumi, why didn't you tell me to do more of this?
Because we were all yapping. And it's like the super chats were coming in batches. It's like batch of super chats, not much, then another batch, and then not much. So it was hard. It was a little hard to gauge on exactly how many were coming through.
Harry the Human Substitute Rancor. Yeah, I have a few shows on DVD to show my kids in the future. Batman the Animated Series on the list, and Digimon Tamers, Scarecrow, and the D-Reaper. Here from a young age will help them grow. It does. It actually does. And Digimon. Oh, Digimon was great. Digimon is basically just grown-up Pokemon. I love Digimon.
Digimon.
Less than X81, Homestuck reminds me so much of the internet webcomics of the day. Bob and George, Elf-like, Kevin and Kel, Sluggy Freelance. Better than Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim was shit. I hated Scott Pilgrim.
Which is why you should read Homestuck.
Nope. Chat is not funding it.
Fund it, chat.
Chat doesn't want it.
Fund it, chat. Fund it. Don't you want to torture Arch with a bunch of like Tumblr era gays?
One thing that genuinely broke my fucking heart recently, though, let's get some of that fucking horrible shit away, was ElfQuest. ElfQuest is getting an animated series, apparently. I was like, oh my god, ElfQuest is getting an animated series. I fucking love ElfQuest. The authors are fucking massive woke shit-tards. Of course they are.
Oh no.
And I mean, you can kind of tell the art style, the storytelling, but the thing is, there's nothing particularly woke in ElfQuest. It is not a very woke comic at all, but they're gonna make it one, aren't they? Upsetting to me. Very upsetting.
This is why you don't love anything. You just consume and then you move on.
Yep. Just consume. Do not build connections to anything. Connections bad, and they will hurt your feelings.
If you love something, it'll only hurt you in the end.
ElfQuest was very good. Now it has to be dead to me. Unfortunate. On the bright side, Mal, you can read it. It's got wolves in it.
But they're not hot wolves.
Okay, so you need a wolf like let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I guess technically not a wolf, but a wolf dog. Close enough. So you need something like Balto.
God damn it.
Oh, am I right? Oh, I'm right. She likes Balto.
You
Trick or
weird,
treat.
degenerate filth.
So so back in the day in the Instagram art community, I did draw wolves.
Yeah. Huh?
I didn't actually draw any of the anthro versions of them, but I did draw wolves back in the day. I have a bunch of old art of them.
Go on. Proceed.
Is this Instagram still up?
No, I deleted it. I have the all art though. I don't know if I really want to show it on stream. But yeah, the art style is I mean, my art style wasn't that as good, but the artists I would follow definitely had some good art.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back flogging, indeed.
The fact
Jokes
that
on
this
you,
is the
that's hot.
one thing that you get all like giggly and stuff about.
Trick or treat.
I'm only a
Everything
mild
else is
furry.
like, oh hell yeah, that is so hot. Fuck yeah. And then you're like,
I'm only a mild furry. It's fine. Actually, a little lore, a nugget of knowledge. So, like, my model is part wolf and
Service
dragon
guarantees
and human
citizenship.
because when I was an artist, those were the 3 phases I went through. I originally started drawing dragons when I was a kid, and then I moved on to wolves, and then I moved on to humans. And so, yeah, that's why it's a mix of the 3 of them. There you go. See, isn't that cute and wholesome? Not.
I can I can hear the stare of judgment from Arch.
I've got something to talk to Sargon about next week.
No.
Sargon, how do you feel about this particular journey? Do you find this drawing of a dog attractive?
No.
Okay, hold on. I got another hold on. I got another question. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
Swear to God, I think if it's who I would think it is.
How do you feel about the image presented to you here? Kovu.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
It took a bit, but we broke her.
We now know that Amalgamyte should never be allowed to marry or leave the home ever again.
Well, I definitely don't want to leave the home. I do want to be married and have kids.
You're unpure.
Listen. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, man, maybe I was groomed into being a furry when I was younger. Because I did join the Instagram art community when I was like 11 through my friend who was on Instagram, and she was telling me about furries and fursuits and stuff, and I thought it was a little bit weird. But then as I get older, I started to not enjoy the fursuits. I never got into that. I'm gonna make that abundantly clear. I did not ever get into fursuits. But the art was good, okay? Like, listen, it's good art.
Keep digging.
Is it 6 feet yet? Can you just put the dirt over me already?
But when we do our separate stream, we have a lot to
Mhm.
talk about.
Hey, wait. Are you implying that you like this image too?
Oh no, I'm just saying that you'll be away from less judgmental eyes because I have a community of degens. Arch probably wants to bleach his eyes and shut off his computer right about now.
No, I think he's enjoying my struggle, knowing him.
I think
Let's
it's
see.
about
Guaranteed
enjoying the struggle,
citizenship.
but also not wanting to hear anymore.
For the ultimate test.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
Ah, there we go. Oh, damn. No, can't use that one. I don't usually go digging for this particular brand of stuff.
Trick or
I'm so
treat.
Ooh, hold
scared.
on. I got one more. Hold on.
Ah,
Oh
there we go. No,
no.
that shows the name too. God.
All right.
I would expect.
Hold on, Arch. I got one more for them all. Ugh,
Can it
that
at
image
least
is
be
cheap.
something anthropomorphic this time? Something a tiny bit more normal?
Oh, you want tame shit?
Trick or treat.
I was gonna ask her how she feels about this character. And no,
That was
not the
Way too much
and
joy
no,
in your
not
voice.
the person. How do you feel about Spirit?
I'm not in the horses. I'm not Vosh or Arch.
That would be that would almost be a little
Heresy's
bit too
the
much.
question. Fire is the
Oh,
answer.
Gwimbus. Man, you're fast at editing. Hold on. I gotta send this over to live links because Gwimbus is a very fast photoshopper. There you go. Thank you, Gwimbus.
Having revealed certain malformed proclivities.
You know, I'm really surprised you didn't bring up I forget his name. The fox from Utopia.
Ignorant
Of
slut.
Zootopia.
Well, enough of your sordid confessions. Back in the basket. Whip yourself. Pray for
Well,
God's forgiveness.
God's already abandoned me.
God never abandons anyone, Mal.
Including bile furries.
There's always a way to God. Sean King. I meant to say, lick the elephant's foot. Not like. Gabriel here. Sargon is streaming the Mamazon from D2. How the human subs to Rancor. Canada isn't real. It's just all an AI prompt. Yes. Dizwiz, when's Stormborn Bridgeway streams gonna restart? I have no idea what that means. Edme, is that a blob or a she? Or a she, like Larry? Like the latter. Acid Keller says terrible Norwegian words that I can't pronounce because they're terrible and I hate the way the Norwegian language says things. Mark Hashem, King Charles abdicates the throne of Canada. He does. Luminos feet, Olivia Julianna rear is still smaller than Lums. Damn. Harry, the human substitute Rancor, that thing is just a Nurgle demon. I'm convinced that we are in the Warhammer 40k timeline. I wish. If we were in that timeline, Mal would have long since been taken care of.
Good riddance.
Bedmaster, she lost 50 pounds because she didn't know she was pregnant for 12 babies. Oh, a litter. Marked ashamed. Banana, like Josephine Baker. Banana? Acid and Cellar. Ja, the Warhammer chicks har deilige patter. That's a terrible thing to make me say.
What? Translate.
Mechanics on duty. Reminder, when asked on stream if her favorite was paws, feet, or hooves, Lumi response was, "Don't make me choose, Arch."
Oh my fucking god.
You filthy creature.
Ugh.
I mean, you've done a good job painting Mal into the corner as the resident filth today, but you still have your fair share of sins.
I may have my fair share of sins that you made up, Arch.
Wimbus.
But I think I did a good job today.
I mean, it's
Hello.
arguably worse because of the whole, paws, hooves, or well, I forget what the last one was, and she couldn't choose between them. So that implies she's also a
I don't
furry and in the foot fetishism. So like
I don't
that's
know. I don't know, not enjoyer.
hey, Al, it's better than feet. Rape is better than feet.
I don't know about that. Wimbus. Hello, I've sent you some Amal Lum edits and DMs. Ah, I did see those now. And
Oh,
Stoic
no.
Texan, you should check out Valen's Legacy. Maybe. Martin Sandal Eskilson didn't know the Democrats managed to hire Orleansis. They hired a landmass. Mercenaries anyone, I'll take that bet. 50 says that isn't even a normal election cycle. I bet there'll be an October surprise that presents it. Just watch as it happens. Trump will be Emperor of America. Death 6227. Did you miss my first Super Lord Arch? Arch choice. No, I got it. It's just, it takes me for absolute ever to get to anything. Because we've been discussing Mal's not fetish for 15 minutes.
I was not the one who brought it up the second time.
Mercenaries anyone? What the hell am I looking at with these statues? Oh, just a little bit of nude art. It's normal. And Belter, behold the land of Vikings. Yes. Accent Seller, Viglandsparken konge, masse fine patter där. I hate the Norwegian language. Dark Innovator, hail Arch, our Lord and Savior. Not only is Lex Imperialis out next month, but Owlcat announced 2 more future DLCs and a new game, Dark Heresy. I did see that, and I'm looking forward to it. Where's the next anyone? These statues make me want to Viking raid Norway. Too late. We abolished that. Marked ashamed, Lumi's Norway trip. Start it now and let us know the price. Lum Lum would go to Norway to watch all of the statues.
I mean, I honestly never traveled outside of the United States before, so it'd be a whole new experience for me. I would be full of anxiety and probably crying.
You shouldn't cry at the statues. They're pretty in their own way.
No, I'd be crying while traveling because traveling is I don't like traveling by myself.
Now, let me see. I just need to close a couple windows of furry fetish Amalgamyte stuff. There we go. So, this picture was running around social media the other day, and I found it fascinating because people pointed out that these are people now working for Bethesda.
I have lost.
And there are some warning signs here. Now, as we have learned today, warning signs have many colors, like Amalgamyte, for example. But these are the more traditional political warning signs, rather than the keep your dogs away from her warning signs.
And the dogs.
I think
Yeah,
Grums
she's wolves. You got to get it right.
was one of the first ones to bring this up and go like, is it okay to think these people are woke and so on? And actually, that is an interesting little question. Because these women, I think at least 2 or 3 of them, have actually worked on Elder Scrolls games for like 20-odd years previously, and have a lot of experience of actually making the games that people liked, like Oblivion and Skyrim, etc. So, is it right to judge them just because they look a certain way?
Yes.
Is it correct?
They all look like trainees.
Why would you judge them, Lum Lum?
Because I judge first and then I hash out the problems later. It's like, oh, but they're not actually like this. And then over the course of maybe a couple months, then I'll be like, yeah, sure, maybe not.
Very German of you. What about you, Mel?
Stereotypes exist for a reason.
I know none of them
So-
are furry, but even so.
Honestly, I feel like the furries would probably be a little bit better off than these abominations. Like, at least they're known for the good art. But these abominations, you know, they give me the colored hair. They're all overweight. They all look kind of like men. Like everything about it, like stereotypes exist for a reason. You can judge people based off their looks because that's how they purposely present themselves to help express what they believe. And even if they were, I did see stuff float around about how like these people did work on previous games, like the original stuff. But they've also worked on more recent games as well. Just because the original was good doesn't mean the more recent ones were absolute dumpster fires. They definitely are interjecting their ideology into the games, and 100%. Doesn't matter if they're veterans or not. They're making it quite obvious that they care more about their ideology nowadays than actually making a good game, even if they actually did make the good games, 20 years ago.
See, I disagree. And I am, as always, correct. Because there are people who can manage to keep their ideology in check. Whether or not it's these individuals is yet to be proven, but they do have a track record of not doing so previously. I actually do think it is a pinch unfair to judge them just by the fact that they look like that. I mean, this woman looks normal. I mean, yes, she's about the weight of a Ford Fiat, but so is Lumi on a bad day.
That's why she set off the alarms.
If anything, I am more worried about this last one. This one is the one that scares me the most. This one just strikes me as like abusive aunt material. You know, the abusive aunt from
like
the
a
bad
man.
part of the family. That was young once, and it's like, I'm gonna get like a cool hair and tattoos and stuff and be popular. As this looks more dangerous to me.
Is it the wide eyes?
The eyes, the lack of a chin, the blue hair. See, red hair isn't that bad. Like, that could theoretically be considered attractive in a very different circumstance, but blue?
Well, no, that's bright red, plus with like black or purple, that like mixed in as
Yeah.
well.
I'm not saying it's not a pretty big warning sign, but I can see this woman as a normal person 20 years ago. This one, not so much. I think this one has never been a normal person.
Hold on. I'm gonna do some quick Google searching, at least in the middle one, because I'm pressing X to doubt on the actual gender of the person, or maybe she's just a really unfortunately ugly woman.
See. So the one I don't even actually know who the older veterans are. Ah. Yeah, no. Okay, so Megan Sawyer is the little bit Fallout Shelter Pets. No, not now. It's not a good. So Fallout 3, which wasn't awful. Fallout 3 is okay. It's not a Fallout game, but it's not bad. Fallout 4, I hated. I did not like Fallout 4. And Fallout 76 was a complete fucking disaster. So I think my warning sensors are actually very well attuned. Oh, a Twitter. Oh. Okay. Let me... Oh. Right, now my warning sensors are really fucking ringing. These posts are protected.
Stereotypes exist for a reason, Arch. You can
Well,
judge people.
As far as that, like, this person, normal human being. This person, I'm leaning towards normal human being. This person, dangerous. Fallout 4 is great. Chat. I know I don't usually ban people, and I'm an excessively nice person, but I have limits. So I get where people are coming from. These are all the traditional warning signs. I entirely understand why people would get a little bit like, oh my god, this is gonna be bad. And the thing is, you should assume games are bad. When Bethesda puts something out, you should assume it to be shit. Until you've seen somebody played it, or you played a demo or something like that, and then you can buy it. We need to get back to the days where we assumed all video game entities were crap until we knew something solid about them.
Oh, and also, I looked at the Twitter and I decided to see if there's any activity on the account of anyone replying to her. She hasn't been active on Twitter since June of 2024, it looks like.
Hmm.
So that's probably why she locked it.
Possibly.
But still, going over the blue sky is already a massive red flag.
Low sky. Oh, no posts. Okay. Again, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I will point out everybody does judge books by their cover. Everyone does so. And I have a universal example that everyone judges by its cover. Would anyone ever argue? I guarantee you, everyone judges this book by its cover. And so why not? Why shouldn't we be allowed to do so as well? I probably shouldn't keep that up on screen for too long, lest YouTube gets suspicious.
Are you trying to say something, Arch? That since we shouldn't judge books by their cover. Are you trying to say something?
Honestly, Mein Kampf is not as bad as most people think it is. Mostly it's just rambly. He does point out a couple of interesting things that we see today as well, but he's a little rambly. He's not a great author, in my opinion.
You heard it from my first chat. Hitler is correct.
Bit rambly, bit unfocused. Picks up on a couple of things here and there. I would actually, Gramsci's prison notebooks are a more intriguing read than Mein Kampf. There you go. So I disagree with the majority. I actually think this should not be an immediate sign of throwing the Elder Scrolls 6 under the bus. I do, however, also maintain the position that nobody should assume that Elder Scrolls 6 will be good, because Starfield was hot fucking garbage, and that should be the baseline assumption going forwards. Now, Mal.
Mm-hmm.
I need to send you a copy of Mein Kampf.
Okay.
It doesn't have any dogs in it.
That's fine.
You sure?
I enjoy I don't like dogs like that for one. And I don't mind adding to my collection of books.
Oh, actually, this is a perfect segue.
Oh god.
To more super chats?
Sort of, but first. So, we've been talking a lot about Mal and dogs. And DOGE is dead.
Unfortunately, it's been a few years though.
Oh yeah, no, the dog is dead. Dog is dead. But I'm more upset by the fact that DOGE is dead.
Well, he can blame the Uniparty and the government for that.
Well, also it's been talked about extensively before. Elon said that he was only going to be around for a short period of time in the position that he was in. Because he
Yeah, I mean,
has
him-
other larger projects coming up in June that he needs to work on.
Yeah, him leaving has been planned. However, Doge failing, um, I mean, maybe failing's not exactly the right word, but Doge struggling as much as it has been, exactly that part wasn't the part of the plan.
Well, the thing is, I think what Doge was doing was excellent. I think they were trying their best to actually try and cut down on government waste, and they did have some remarkable success. I mean, they cut billions, which is excellent. What Elon didn't understand, however, was that once those billions were cut, he assumed they would actually be cut, as in not used anymore. Instead, the politicians then went, oh, hold on. You've saved, like, what, $500 billion? Fantastic. That means we've got an additional $500 billion to spend on other shit.
Yep.
And that is so annoying to me. I fucking hate that. Because that was a genuine and an excellent attempt to try and shrink government, to try and get rid of governmental waste. And what do the politicians do? They take that waste and they just shove it right back into the system again. Ah, it frustrates me.
Yeah, he was trying to do something good for everybody, and then government being government ruin it all.
And without Elon, like, to be fair, there is a possibility that perhaps the people in charge can continue pushing this forward, but I suspect Elon was the driving force behind a lot of this, the overseer. I hope they'll continue, but the very fact that they are taking the money and just rolling it back into the budget is kind of like just a giant middle finger that suggests that no matter how much money they will ever save, it'll just get wasted on something else, rather than being actually taken out of the budget as the intent was. It is upsetting to me.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that surprising, as frustrating as it is, because it is the government, and well, all governments are corrupt. Just a matter of how they go about it. And this is just one of those ways where they spend that money endlessly because they don't see it as our own money. They see it as, just magic money that they get just by taxing us even more. And they can just make it out of thin air and print it from the Federal Reserve, and everything's gonna be fine and dandy. Like they don't worry about the long-term consequences of this stuff. They only care about filling their pockets immediately now, and then they could go fuck off to the middle of nowhere if everything starts to crash. So nobody in government genuinely cares about this, except probably Elon, to a certain extent. Even then, I probably trust him more than a typical politician or billionaire. I mean, he is still a politician and billionaire at the end of the day, so can't give him too many grains of salt. And there's just going to be so much resistance in implementing all this stuff. I mean, when Doge was first being created within the Trump presidency, the whole I forget what his name was, Big Balls or something like that. How they went after him, and just this Compton trying to dismantle Doge as much as possible and just basically ruin the process. And the whole big beautiful bill that passed just basically reinstated everything that Doge was trying to get rid of. This was never going to be actually successful. I mean, Doge will still be around even after Elon stepping down, and maybe something will happen. But it would actually take Trump ignoring courts and actually hardlining things to get things done. And he has not done that yet.
Well, my hope would be either that the money would be taken out of the system, and then the next budget would simply be shrunk so as to eliminate the waste permanently, Or at least that if the money needed to stay in the system, it would basically all be spent on paying off debt. Because the thing I bring up every time we're talking about this is the interest on debt clock. That is the big issue. The US now has so much debt that the interest on the debt is already crushing. It's hit the point where it can no longer ever be paid back. And that's only going to keep fucking up future generations for millennia thereafter.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually this will all crash and burn.
Service
I mean,
guaranteed
when
safety.
Doge was first kicking off, and honestly, this is still my opinion to this day, I knew they wouldn't be like fully successful because of this, because you can't undo this much damage at this point in time. The only way for this to be solved is for everything to reset to zero, and obviously that will have long-term serious consequences, which I do not advocate for. But it's just a matter of time. It's just going to be a slow, painful death until everything dies, and we're not there yet, but we're definitely heading in that right direction. Within, I don't know, maybe 50 years? 100 years? It depends on what all manages to occur. But it will be sooner than later.
Unfortunately. And I think Elon's experiment was a genuinely awesome way to maybe get other governments around the world to realize this as well. But no. And now we're all going to have to be sad again. Upsetting. Right, Superchats. MJ Bull 515, Arch showing us Norway going Weimar Republic. To be fair, this was like 150 years ago or something. Marksman. Before I forget, Arch, remember the black man who said white people command water and explained that our nickname is Kaboom due to dynamite? His name is Frank Zanu, has a YouTube channel. Look up his short, If Your Culture Doesn't Value Maintenance. Dictator Fund. Electric Angel, as a wolfman myself, woof woof, Amalgamyte. I would really like it if Mal could get some stalkers soon.
Stalk? Why? Why do you want me to have stalkers? You've been trying to like advise me how to not get them.
Well, I withdraw it. It would be kind of funny.
Be kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
No.
Orchigador,
No.
for Lumi Norway trip. There you go, $5. You can get a plane ticket for that.
Yeah, if I shove myself into a, shipping container going to Norway, I guess.
Kelda 2. Amal confirmed a furry degenerate. Yep.
Mild furry.
Zero fine with it. Wow, she really is a white woman. She is. Marksman,
At
I'm
least I'm
17.
white.
Amal, if the woman can't escape the knot, wouldn't that mean the werewolf would drag the woman along the ground as he walks until it deflates? What do you want to degrade? Why do you want to be degraded like such? Face dragged along the ground, helpless and stuffed. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Why would you do this?
Nope, I'm not gonna fall for that trap. Nope, move on.
Sir Firewater, remember chat, boyfriend Paratrauma stream tomorrow. Also, 2 Findom come 2. Finish it, Arch. Like another 700 hours. No. Battlecast, in relation to a lot of the topics today, the quote, we live in very unserious times. Yes, the problems are serious, but the way most people respond in ways that don't meet its intensity. Fire Emblem 8. Yeah, the usual response to a issue these days is usually something sarcastic or ridiculous, which is not necessarily helpful. My ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Is this real or is it AI? Who can even tell? Nightmare, those fat Bethesda women were once great men, Arch. Ah. Great men.
Arch, I decided to look at the waiting room for barotrauma tomorrow. And Rima just puts as a comment saying, I'll be hungover, but I'll be there. Oh, it'll be fun. I still need to install Barotrauma, and I still haven't looked at anything in regard to the game. So I'm going in 100% completely blind. I have no idea what the fuck I'm.
Good. Boog, nothing. So Mal is a white girl after all. Oh, she's putting on a fierce performance of being one, at least. I'm still not convinced.
You want me
I-
to roleplay as a Chinese spy again?
That was weird. Never do that. Alex Adamson.
I can do that.
No, a Gordon Dang is basically a baseball bat with the end wrapped in metal, which is basically a railroad spike on the end. Very good versus Knights. I said another thing? Nightmare. Amal proves Rusty Cage was right yet again. True. Sajad, have you guys tried the Stellar Blade demo? I have not, no.
You need to play the demo, Archly, or are you just gonna wait till the game actually comes out?
Probably just wait for the game. Not that far off now.
Yep, it's coming out on the 11th.
Mercenaries anyone? She's into dire wolves and full on knotting. Got it. And werewolves on top of that. Terrible. Why, Hayden, Bad Dragon is popular for a reason. It is, apparently. We'll also be doing more Sodium Infernum next week, where hopefully Lum Lum will not get knotted by a bad dragon this time. Mrs. Vincent Frenzy, knotting! Ah, the degenerate lore we weave. I don't even weave this. This is offered up freely.
I'm honest about this on my own channel. So like it's not that big of a deal. It's just this is not my own channel.
MJ Bull 515, Mal saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His knot was perfect. Disgusting. Deeth6227, Lum Lum, will you be joining Arch and playing Monster Prom? If so, I'm willing to buy you the game. I normally don't force others to buy a game. I want them to try. Arch's choice. Lum Lum is going to join for Monster Prom, yes. She's a Lum Lum.
I'll usually join the visual novel games that Arch is going to be playing. So Monster Prom, Wani when we get to that, whenever he does Andy and Lele Chapter 3.
She's going to voice act the men.
No.
Boog, Mal, what is your favorite dog breed?
I'm not answering that question. I know what he's trying to imply. And it's not no, I'm not gonna answer that question.
It's just an innocent question. What dog breed do you like?
What
Man,
possible alternative reasons could Boog have?
No, knowing him, none. none is good.
I will take a guess. You look like a German Shepherd type of girl.
Actually, no.
Mm,
But I want to answer
Rottweiler.
honestly. No, God, no.
Mm. Greyhound.
No, I'm not into. In all actual seriousness, okay, one, I'm not into dogs, and two, I don't like big dogs. I like small dogs.
Chihuahua.
I actually do have a Chihuahua. Yes, he's adorable.
Oh.
But I like Jack Russell Terriers.
Aw.
I
don't
like dogs
Chihuahuas.
that can.
They're too yippy.
Mine's actually quiet. I know he's unusual for his breed, but he really doesn't bark or anything like that. He just sits on my lap and sleeps, and is adorable. And I like
Oh.
it's like a cat, but with dog like hardware, and so you can actually play with him, and you know it's a much more enjoyable experience. I like small dogs.
See.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never really like small dogs because it's like I already have cats. But the only other type of dog that I've owned were pit bulls. You're just such
Hold on.
what?
My brain just heard you say the only other type of dogs I've boned.
Owned.
It's not what
Get
my
your
brain
head
heard.
out of the fucking gutter.
The fuck's
Alright,
wrong with you,
well-
Lum Lum?
She couldn't decide if
fuck's
she
wrong
likes
with you?
paws or claws. So I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure she's a furry too. She's just trying to deflect on me, because at least I'm relatively honest about it.
I'm just talking about my pets, dear God.
This is getting worse and worse. Yeah, no, even chat is like, did she just say boned? LMO boned!
I said owned!
She said boned! Type
I
of
did
dog I
not!
boned! The chat heard
Shut
it too!
Lies!
You know, I heard you're quite pale for being a Latinx, so maybe that's the paleness is coming in and out of you right now.
It's
I
the
said
German gene
owned.
speaking.
Jesus Christ.
Like, look at chat. All of them are like, lol, boned.
No, I think it's because you planted that thought into their brains.
She did. She did. Look at them. Spray bottle. I need to install a spray bottle sound effect on my fucking stream deck. I need it.
You know, I would much rather have the whole, like, oh, Lumi promotes genocide instead of Weimar, Germany.
God.
No, you said boned.
Most next anyone. Not ElfQuest Arch. Please tell me you're joking. Nope. Nope. I rogue as fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't want to believe it either. Marked ashamed. Gaza protest at Chevron gas station now every Saturday. I have found a place to fill up my tank. For Lumi's Norway trip. Yeah, Lum Lum, come to Norway. You can live in the forest.
Service guarantees citizenship.
We'd have to find a decent hotel for Lum Lum outside of the major city, or else Lum Lum would be poor. I have ideas. Timothy LaRue, Arch, Broken Arrow comes out in June. Curry, I know, and I'm looking forward to it. I genuinely miss that game. I want to play it more. Icthulu, really impressed by your head math skill in Star Sector. Will you play again with the Waifu Mod United Aurora Federation? OP carrier fleets are a joy. Waifu Mod United Aurora Federation. I have a whole long-ass fucking list of mods I need to look into. Waifus. They are indeed waifus. I should get that. I definitely should get that. I'm definitely getting that. Dark Resurrect, so we found Amal's mental breaking point. Good to know. Yep. Oh, that's right. Fuck, I didn't do the test.
The test?
Yes, the test.
What test?
Let's see.
Oh god.
Ah, there we go. That one. Does that one work? Does that one work? That one. Okay, fine. I'll just crop it. Right. The real question, Mal, to determine how degenerate you are is, do you recognize this art style?
No.
Okay, fine. She's just a surface level furry, guys. It's okay. It's okay. She's not doomed yet. She's on the way there, but she's not doomed just yet.
I'm kind of confused, kind of curious. I don't know, it just looks like a normal furry art style. Nothing that I particularly recognize.
That's pretty insulting, honestly.
I mean, listen, the furry artists are actually pretty good at what they do. So,
Don't worry, chat. We'll make this into the new monthly thing where we just educate Mal on these things. Which one of
Monthly?
these games is gonna... Yeah, monthly.
oh god.
Naughty Corner with Mal.
I feel like it's more me torturing you in chat than if it's going to be called Naughty Corner.
I don't know. Another Texan Bull. Ask about the Van Helsing werewolves. Fun movie. Oh, Van Helsing is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched Van Helsing, Mal?
No.
Big
Oh,
gamer.
so good.
I haven't
Ha-
seen like 98% of what exists out there. Actually, make that 99.
The werewolf transformations in Van Helsing is my favorite out of like every media depiction of werewolves.
It's
This
just
time she was the one who brought up werewolves.
I know, but she's allowed.
God damn it.
No, the Van Helsing movie is a severely overlooked gem. It's really good. And yet nobody's ever watched it.
I
It's
just
really,
had a
really good.
movie night in my Discord server. We were watching this. I love the designs for the Brides of Dracula as well.
Yep. And it feels like an epic story.
I mean, remember
can-
this is supposed to be the start of the Dark Universe where
Yes.
they were gonna get like, Frankenstein and all the monsters together.
Yep, that never happened.
Nope.
That never fucking happened. I think the closest we've now come is basically Creature Commander, which is really nothing to do with this at all, but... Van Helsing was good stuff.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
Oh, wasn't it also Jonah Hex? Did he get a movie? He didn't he? Jonah Hex. He did, didn't he? That was a terrible movie, I seem to remember. He did. God, I remember that being an exceptionally bad movie, but I haven't watched it in a very long time. Oh well. Mr. Vincent Frenzy, you don't have a Doom 2016 fund? Well, you do now. Add it to the list. I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore.
Oh, and here are since chat wants you to show Amal what the actual werewolf shit looks like. Here, I even timestamped it for you to show the werewolf transformation in the movie.
This looks like a copyright claim to me.
Well, just keep it muted.
No, it'll still do it. Just
Play it at 2 times speed or
Yeah.
1.5 times speed.
Mel is just gonna have to watch it on her own fucking time, isn't she? And Mal, if
Yeah.
you do watch it whilst we're live, turn off the microphone, etc. We don't want any DSP moments here. Trevor Norse. Webcomics, I read and remember. Questionable content. Went from proto-woke to woke. Least I could do. Went from edgy to woke. Two kinds. Dominic Deegan. Oracle for hire. LFG. Looking for Group was really, really, really good. Let's see. Is it still running? It probably is. It's probably shit now. But
Where the
Looking
fuck
for
is he
group.
floating?
Looking for Group was a really good webcomic. It was really, really funny. Based on World of Warcraft. Good humor. Good stuff. It was wonderful. I think I read Two Kinds at some point. And it's like Westerners' proto-first furry webcomic, I think, pretty much. I got bored. I got really bored really quickly, but apparently it was very popular, so there we are. Sajad, Amal, have you ever seen the movie Boxing Helena?
No.
Well, add it to your list. It might be good. Or it might have something to do with bestiality. I'm not sure anymore.
I have a movie night list, so maybe I can do that and torture my community.
Lucian, she is a youth, Arch. She can be rehabilitated with careful measures put into place. Perhaps putting her in an environment she can concentrate. A special camp of sorts for mushy brain sorts. Arbeit macht frei. Those were the words above Lum's grandpa's camp. Nightmare, Amal, any relation to Whitney, Wisconsin?
Oh God, that's a
Never heard
fucking
of her.
rabbit hole.
I haven't even heard that reference.
Oh, don't.
Ah,
don't.
Whitney, Wisconsin. Autocomplete on Google. Dog lover. I see.
You ignorant slut. Yeah, she was posting bestiality stuff on OnlyFans.
I feel like
Wait, that
OnlyFans
sounds
might
familiar.
object to that.
No, she was
pretty sure.
just under the radar for a very long time.
Right. Well, that's a.
It could torment you with that next Sunday.
That's a whole potential. Holy fucking shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's a wonderful image that illustrates some of this story, I imagine.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
Right. Quickly. Somebody. We can wipe this out. Amalgamyte. And fix this image up a little bit.
Oh no.
There are ways to
I-
make this work.
I'm not actually in the bestiality.
I
just
can
wanna
already
make
hear
that-
Gwimbus.
Oh, I know that, Mal, but it's way funnier to ignore that.
You're a brony. So I feel like that's a legitimate actually brony. So therefore, I'm pretty sure that's worse than whatever bestiality narrative that you're trying to paint me.
I
But
mean,
that's not
Amal,
real.
at least the ponies are drawings.
And I have a Uno reverse card on that accusation. Aha, there it is.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
Remember, Mel, I save everything. Ah, don't worry. At least I am getting a little bit of the funnies too. Look, I have actual ponies now. Look at that. Got a little beard and everything.
It's just missing the end.
That's true. Boog is working on making the AI add in the end properly, but the AI is having difficulties with such minutia.
In my defense, I saw that and I was like, Arch would enjoy this. So because you're a brony and you've sent me horse porn. And so I was just like, you know what? Out of, trying to be a good friend and stuff, I thought I saw something. I was like, Arch would enjoy this. That's what I was trying to do and be nice.
I don't know.
Thinking about it, I don't think Arch has ever actually sent me not safe for work things. It's like he sent me my rat brick. My rat brick looks so fucking cute. Oh, I love my rat brick so much. I changed my profile icon in your server to my rat brick too.
Lum is on my side.
Clearly, our relationship is different than what you have with Lumi. And I don't like this. I don't need to see the pony pussy.
I'll see if I can get you in contact with Boog.
No.
Speaking of Boog, so Mal wants to ride Legosi from Beaststar. Got it.
No. I never could get into him. He was too soft.
Oh, so you have watched Beaststars?
Yes, I have.
Fucking hell. Yeah, there's so many things. Van Helsing and Dread. No, I don't have time to watch any of this. But Beaststar, oh yeah,
Because
7 times.
it was super popular when I didn't actually really care for Beastars. I only watched the first season because it got released on Netflix and it was all the talk. And the circles I was in. And so like the artist community on Instagram, and so I checked it out. And I was like, okay, hopefully I will enjoy this. And I didn't like it. It was just okay. Like, Like if we're gonna doing like furry digitally related things, I mean Agretsuko was actually really good.
Ignorant
And
slut.
then there was this other one. I think you've showed it on the ArchCast before. With that like one like red panda character with like the red jacket. That one was decent. But I just really couldn't get into Beastars. It was just kind of like
Right. I am going to be an actual good friend to you, unlike you going like, oh, I just innocently wanted to show you some pony porn. Weirdo. And give you an actual recommendation, okay? Right, so if you have to be into furry, Black Sad. Read Black Sad. So I think this is it's a comic. I think it's written by a Brazilian or something. And the main character is a furry cat, and the entire universe is anthropomorphic
Here's the
animals,
question.
basically.
Fire is the answer.
But it's like dark and gritty detective books, basically. The old school, like 1960s, 70s detective books style stuff. It's really, really, really good. And the art is fantastic. So if you gotta be into this, pick the quality.
the more pandas you show me, the more disgusted I am by it.
The fuck?
I'm not a fan of this art style.
What the fuck? Oh
Like
my
the pregnancy scene, it was just kind of like that was just weird and like disgusting. And then that horse, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a horse.
The art style is gritty. I like it. It
Yeah.
reminds
Okay,
me
the
of like,
tiger's nice.
90s comic books.
Yeah, the art style's great.
It's like it's too hyper realistic for both the animal and the human features at the same time.
I'm sorry, chat. There's no fixing her. There's no saving
I mean, I
this.
could have told you that.
There's
Yeah,
this.
I'm a lost cause. You should know that by now.
There's no salvaging. When this is bad art, it's over. Over.
It's not bad art. Like obviously, especially the background, like the amount of detail that they went into just for the background scene on it, it's absolutely insane. But I was like, I'm talking about the style of like the animals, the anthro animals. It's just like I don't really like the mix of how human they are at the same time how realistically animal they are. It's like I don't know. You gotta soften it ever so either one or the other a little bit to make them mesh better.
I don't know how to fix this. I'm going to have to buy a bigger belt.
Kinky.
I was gonna say, if it wasn't a Swede. Never mind, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
A much bigger belt. Much ashamed. You don't know who Josephine Baker is? I do not. Google. American French dancer singer things. No, I have no idea.
I saw your feet.
Krieger, what happened? I came back into Mal admitting she could never be left alone with a dog. Stuff happens. Stuff and things. Blade, 20 years of experience with what? A boss directing them? Well, I think they were. I don't know if they were lead designers back then, but that is actually a good point. That maybe they were good at doing a job, but maybe they're not good at directing others to do the job. David the Red, bright colors in nature indicate poison, venom, and danger. Keep these things far away from you. The greater variety of hues, the worse. Alien. Axel Nacella, Mendu, Bethesda, Chixo Dorsa, Sama Horfariger. I hate speaking Norwegian. I don't like it anymore.
Bless you.
He got a cock in his throat.
I don't know. It sounded like when he sneezes and he goes.
That's a natural reaction to sneezing, Lum Lum. I shall not be bullied for it. Stoic Texan, your guest would really like Valen's Legacy by Jan Strivant. I'm a little scared to Google that title now. Ah! There's a horse on the cover. Then again, there also appears to be harem elements and a cat. Well, I kind of like Trailer Park Elves, so maybe I have to get into whatever this genre is called. Nightmare, of course, Doge failed. Israel needs your money. Always. A Doman, since Mel likes dogs, does she like werewolves?
I like werewolves, not dogs.
Blaystone, so you want to learn about Homestuck? Not really. That's not a story any sane person would tell. Just remember, retcon power is where the story ends and author fanfic begins. Homestuck Fund and Curry Fund. Ashley must suffer to keep him humble. No.
Yes.
I mean, is it really fanfic, like author fanfic, when it's the author that's writing it?
Possibly.
It's his creation, so he can make it what he wants.
Yeah, but going on pre-established, I get the webcomic that was going on, like, for, I know it started in 2009, and I think in, like, 2016, 2017, if I remember correctly. So I was still in high school when it happened. And so, like, if I'm going on that long, I understand you're not gonna be able to remember every little detail, especially when it's so packed full of, like Homestuck was, but, like,
Yeah,
going
and
back,
especially with the, like, many years long hiatus that was happening too. Ugh.
But, like, at the same time, though, to just, like, retroact on a lot of key elements of it and just kind of, like, rush the ending because that's how it essentially felt. I mean, maybe calling it author's fanfic's not the right, terminology or word for it, but it's still frustrating as a fan.
Yeah. Oh, that was fast. Okay, hold on. I'll put this in live links. Second.
Oh God, I've said that way too much this stream.
What
The
undescribable
people in my
horrors do we
server
have
are
today?
very fast. People in my server are very fast when it comes to editing. There you go.
God damn it!
And this is on the internet forever now.
I'm the seppuku fund that I was funding, and I keep on missing your streams to continue the fund. And I think I'm gonna
Take that money for yourself.
I just might. I'll charge back. I'm gonna get the gun.
Also, Boog very kindly offers you this.
Hey Boog. Have you ever decided to take a long walk off a short pier before? I heard, the ocean's very nice this season. And warm water. Very deep. You
Don't
can
tell
go
a
very
Mexican
far.
to get in the water. He can't swim. He'll drown.
Mexicans can swim. It's the blacks that can't. How do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
the Cubans got over to Florida?
Chat points out they didn't edit the channel name. It's true. Might ashamed. When you are given a budget, you have to spend all of it. There is no cash, only credit. Lumi, Norway. I mean, that's partially true. But they should have taken that out of the next one. Adoman, pit bulls for the aggressive play for Mal. Space Wolf Blackmane, DOGE would need to target Medicaid care, and absolutely no elderly or middle-aged politician or voter would support that or understand the need why. Oh, I agree. They would have to target social services, and that is an incredibly unpopular move, which is why it will never be done until it is too late. Everything will be shit.
It's like I seen that they were like for food stamps and stuff like what food stamps and I forgot what other specific government things, but unless there is a medical reason, you're disabled or a
Service
veteran or
guaranteed
some shit like that,
citizenship.
you can't get on it. So they're starting to cut down on the lazy shits that purposely aren't working.
That is the first step. Cut down on lazy shits. The D3 Titan, Lum, boned. Archbuster sword. Same thing? No. One of those things happened. The other didn't. Most next anyone? Oh, I know this furry artist. I see you have good taste in furry art. You're just as degen as Lumi with where she gets the cheese. Cheese?
Cheese? What?
The DCV Titan, the guy that does Too Kind is Markiplier's brother. I know that lore. I actually knew that. Oh, another one, the guy that makes Two Kinds is Markiplier's brother. Bezusi Satami, hey Arch, any relations to Mr. Hands? Not that I'm aware of. Reverend Norse, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is also good. I didn't like that. I tried to watch it, I didn't like it. Kraken. Talk about rat pricks. Where is mine? You've gotten yours. I've sent it to you. Check your DMs. Little tard. Bezuzatami throwing a lot of shade for a non-pedo vosh. Well, listen. So long as we take out the pedo part, I'm kind of okay at the rest.
Let's face it, non-pedo Vosh.
Yes.
But are you really proud to still be Vosh, regardless?
I mean, if you take away the pedo part, that's probably the worst part. So it's like, okay, well, it's better than
Probably
nothing.
the worst part.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, the socialism is pretty bad, but, you know. Mr. X31, show them the Black Sad video game. It's great. I didn't even know it had a video game. Although I'm mildly intrigued now. Boog, Mal, have you read Wolf Guy? Okami no Monsho?
No.
Mal, there's 24 hours in a day. Spend them on devouring
No.
content.
No.
God damn it.
No.
Doman, for Mal, the one with the sharpest fangs win. He doesn't know that reference.
Is that supposed to be like what reference does that go to?
Killing Bites was the name of it.
How do you know this stuff?
Because I've watched it and read it.
I feel like you're showing that you're more furry than I am if you know these references.
Killing Bites is mostly on the okay furry scale. Until you get into the second season area, where it gets really furry. Marksman, last one. Amal, as you seem to be very cultured, what are your thoughts on Breaking the Quiet video? Arch has a copy if you need. How would you feel if you swap the horse with the werewolf? The werewolf would be just as big, or is that not big enough?
I'm assuming this is porn he's talking about.
Oh no,
here you
Breaking
go,
the
Arch.
Quiet is an informational video.
Here you go, Art. We got an
Trick or
update.
treat. Can I smell your feet?
There we go. Much better. Breaking the Quiet is a rather infamous horse animated porn video. where Quiet from the Metal Gear Solid games is wrecked by a horse. So there you go.
That does not sound like something I would like at all.
Don't worry, I'll see if I can dig up a copy for you later.
No, I'll pass.
You ignorant
God damn
slut.
I'm surprised you have to dig it up at all. I'm sure you probably have it on a computer and easy
That's where he's
access.
digging it up from.
Unfortunately, it's difficult to get a hold of these days because they banned it everywhere because, well, it was that bad. I think Shadman's website might still have it, if Shadman's website is still up, that is.
That was taken down a couple years ago.
Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, it's going to be really hard to
Trick
find it.
or treat. Can I smell your
Fear not,
feet?
Mal, I shall persevere for your sake.
No, you don't have to. No need to sacrifice yourself, which I don't think you actually really are. But
Oh, actually, I'm a filthy liar. Somebody archived it.
Oh, there you go. Moogie, Amalgamyte, how much do you know about Scalia? I just discovered it.
like scalies,
Scalia. Skailla. Scalia.
I don't know anything. I live under a rock.
Magic. Moogie, don't let Arch shame you, Amalgamyte. If the witch burning starts, he'll be the next stake over from you. No, because I will be the informant. I'll rat out everybody else. That's how I'll live.
Until you're the one who's left, and then you're gonna be the one burnt on the stake.
Yeah, then I'll change the cultural perspective. Like, no, we don't do that anymore. It's immoral.
How did it work out for the French?
Pretty well. They're still around. Heatseeker, chat. I highly recommend the Monster Girl book series Dungeon Bound. It has competent writing that manages to steer clear of weak points of the genre, characters with depth, and people don't automatically like the MC. I mean, I am hearing a lot of recommendations for these various harem light thingity bobs now, and I enjoyed Trailer Park Elves as background music, so maybe I have to start a review series of this now. That'll be my future career. Just reviewing various harem romance comedy books.
Because you're all
Angry?
alone yourself.
What?
Because you're all alone yourself. You have nothing else to do except imagine yourself in these scenarios.
And isn't that just a vastly superior situation to be in? Listen, women will try to stab you or otherwise harm you, but books will never harm you.
We've been over this repeatedly. You want women to stab you. You want a woman to actually be dangerous and hurt you. So that's on you for being stabbed. You did it to yourself.
I don't think so.
I very much think so.
I
We've
reject
been
this
into this
narrative.
way too much in depth before. And I keep on telling you, you need therapy. You need to fix your taste. You shouldn't go after a woman who actually want to kill you. But no, I like women who actually want to cause harm. I'm very proud of my scar.
Oh, look, another super chat. Bullying Amalgamyte.
Oh, deflection. See how he runs away and scares us with the slightest bit of pressure, chat. All you have to do is just resist ever so slightly.
We killed the two. Amal doesn't want to have kids. She wants puppies.
I want kids. I actually legitimately want kids. I saw something in chat say earlier that when a girl actually wants small dogs you can carry in her purse, you just need to give them an actual baby. It's when the girl has constantly all over her big dogs that's when you need to run away because she's going to give you an STD. And I think that's very accurate. I'm going to just say that, I love my little puppy. He's adorable. He's my little baby. And I want actual babies myself. See, it all aligns. I don't like big dogs. I'm not going to fuck them.
Angry dude. Okay, chat. Now that Arch has read Trailer Park Elves, we need him to read Monster Girls in Space. Lum even shows up as a Mean Girl style antagonist. Oh god. Mercenaries Anyone. I met Markiplier at Comic Con and his brother. That's pretty neat. Nolly, yeah, Arch, Amal doesn't like pony, pee, but if you got some cookies, well, now we're talking. Peace?
I mean, I like cookies, but like I don't know what the context is for this.
Zero Firewater, Legoshi is a cuck, and I read the manga, and the fights were okay. Legoshi's terrible, and the furry needs fire.
I mean, I agree. You can burn me at the stake.
You ignorant slut.
Tick tick boom. If a woman has a little purse puppy, she treats like a baby. You just need to give her the real thing. If she has a big dog, she treats like a boyfriend. She'll give you STDs. Run away.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I was referencing earlier. I feel it's really accurate.
You ignorant slut.
Marksman 117. Isn't that art from Jay Naylor, a big furry artist who has made a lot of NSFW comics? Yeah, I've seen his art of wolfmen. Amal is going to download all his work as her favorite breed is not. Start with this Red Riding Hood. Enjoy, Amal, a little dictator.
I'm not actually gonna look that up.
I don't know, that sounded awfully defensive. Draken, it's really good rat brick. Now find a new thing to scream at you for. Well, good luck with that. Mr. X81, I have the selfie of me and Mark together at Comic Con. That's pretty cool. Pretty neato cheeto, in fact. Knight of Caliban, Arch, we need to start a fund for Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. It's a great game, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Maybe? I have seen it. It did look kind of neat. Benny, 2 girls, 1 arch. See, normally I would like that reference, but I know what it's actually referencing, and I don't like that.
Oh, that's funny. Someone said who will get kicked in the face, though.
That's true. There. Here's a better modern version of it.
Oh, no.
Much better. Much gentler on the eyes. God, that was
I
a
actually
meme.
do know this reference.
Trick or treat.
Wait, you don't know this
Can I
reference?
smell your feet?
I actually do know this reference.
Good. This is a meme from the olden days, and it was a bad meme. And nobody should need to know it, and yet it is everywhere. It is everywhere.
I mean, it's similar to Blue Waffle, so.
And on the cherry note of 2 girls, 1 cupcake maker, I think we're through. Or might say, where horse, where tiger, where turtle, or other where?
I
Where?
mean, I'll do the were-tiger. Obviously the werewolf. I don't know what else exists out there. Not the horse and not the turtle. Definitely. Who would want to do a turtle? Like at least the horse has the cock, but like the rest of the bodies is eh. But like, but the turtle makes no sense. I guess it's a snapping turtle. That would no, that still makes no sense.
Stares judgmentally.
And it's not gonna be a werebear because like I always choose the man over the bear in the forest because I'm not that retarded. I'm close, but no cigar.
Yeah, but the werebear is the man and the bear at the same time.
True, but I feel like this wouldn't be too furry. Like I don't mind like chest hair and stuff
The
like that.
werewolf isn't too furry, but the werebear is a step too far.
Yeah, it's more like coarse and like chubby and stuff. The werewolf is a little bit more muscular.
Have you considered
Okay, so-
shaving the werebear?
No, that's just weird.
That's weird. It's good to know that something is weird.
Yeah, you being a brony's weird.
You ignorant slut.
Well, I think we've firmly firmly established today that Mal has lost the privilege of calling anyone weird.
Okay, listen, listen, the three of us all have our own degeneracy, right? You know, you're a brony, and in the horse porn, the non-pedo Vosh. I'm openly a mild furry, and then Lumi loves her feet.
No,
So, like,
I like my gore.
I-
Excuse you.
okay, she likes feet and gore. Honestly prefers the feet to be chopped off so she can lick the blood off the toes. Like, you know? So we all have our own little spice.
I am pure as the driven snow.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's definitely a lie. We all know that.
I don't know about that. I am innocent.
You are as pure as cocaine on a rich man's table.
Well, that is actually probably pure, though. Like, a rich man would be able to afford the good shit. I agree with this analogy.
God damn.
I accept.
Yeah, except it's probably full with like you know, cum and piss and you know, mixed in with other drugs too and alcohol. You know, because he's having his orgies.
Heresy's the
Oh.
question.
Why would the
Fire
rich
is
man
the
come
answer.
in his own cocaine? That's weird.
Because he's on
Because rich dudes are
cocaine and
weird.
having a bunch of shit ton of sex. I don't think he's really paying attention to what's happening behind him. Have you seen Hunter Biden?
I mean, sure, but it seems weird to. I mean, surely if you pick somewhere else, not in the cocaine. That's
I don't think they pay attention when they're that high.
it's fucking weird.
Service guaranteed
Hey,
citizenship.
Harvey, would you like this? I've mixed up a new cocktail. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's cocaine cum and piss.
You know, isn't that a quest item you make in one of the South Park games? I think so. Yeah. And you have
Do
to
not know.
to that strip club. You have to knock out the DJ. Yeah, that's in the second.
Also, you got more super chats, by the way.
I think it's high time I end this stream one way or another.
Read the super chats first, and then you can.
No one. How about the classic Were
Fire is
Rabbit?
the answer.
No.
Another Texan bull. So werewolves, huh? What other of others? Like minotaurs.
Minotaurs are hot, though. I'll definitely say that. No, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Never mind.
That's next to anyone. Yeah, as pure as my undies after Taco Bell. It's filthy. Why'd you shit your pants? That's weird. Stop that. And Volimir, hoof trimming videos for Lum. Feet and go. That's true.
Mhm.
And with that, thank God, I think we're done. Oh, Zero
Does
Firewater.
ArchCast go the way you thought you?
Mild Furry says the woman who wants to get knotted with how many slip-ups? That's true. That's not a mild furry anymore. We're way past that. There's nothing mild about that. Until tomorrow, chat, and a far more normal stream with Dev 2.0. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your generous donations. Thank you, Lumi, for being here today. And Amal.
Always fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Barotrauma with hungover
Ignorant
Rima and
slut.
everyone else.
Should really try to put Mal in a cage for future study.
You do realize I would like that, right?
Most nice anyone. I blame Auto. Me too. Good night, chat.